because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't cause drama. I'm here just to play games and have fun. I'm a legitimate gamer. Big up Skier Cat.
I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
Act and talk a certain way with certain mannerisms, certain over-the-top reactions, screaming at the top of their lungs, jumping, flailing, doing weird things, constantly on camera.
I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth. I eat banana, tasty banana. Put banana in my mouth, tasty banana. I eat banana, tasty banana. Please the peel it comes in there. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth, squeeze banana. Put banana in my mouth.
When we hit the 250 vestry for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere.
That being said,
Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, one of my mannerisms. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host, me or cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
No, nothing came out because I am hardcore. Team No Load. What's up, everybody? We're here, May 1st. Hello! Very meaningful time. Scratching my leg all over the place here, as I hope many of you are. Steve, anything you want to say?
Cabra's been on the whole time.
What's up, everybody? Happy May burst for all of you that celebrate, however the way you want to celebrate it. Congratulations, everybody. You made it to another year, and we're here. It is time. Beercat, how you feeling? Any business style announcements for the beautiful people out there?
I actually didn't know we started, and then I started hearing some weird sounds from you, and it gave me shivers. So yeah, you caught me by surprise there.
Cool.
But I'm doing great. Welcome, everybody. It's another one of these things that we do. And business announcements. Today is the deadline for the Chiking. It's actually shocking to see how many people sent their submissions in the last 2 days. It's probably around like 15. I gave up counting them.
Yeah.
But there were a bunch of them. So shout out to all of you out there making this stuff for us.
Yeah, and if you really want to, if anyone has a song ready and they don't want to, and they're not ready yet, you can send me an email saying, "Hey, I'll have a song." You know, it's not like the hardest deadline of all time, by the way, because someone sent me an email. It's not the hardest. It's not
much
that hard.
like Phil. It's not the hardest.
Yeah, so just send me an email saying I will have a song, and that's fine too if you're struggling to hit the deadline. But go ahead, Meerkat. Sorry.
Yes, also another special announcement. This Sunday, we are bringing back the Rewind. Remember that thing that we did like one of and then we didn't? Well, we will again. And this time, we're going to talk about his last trip to Connecticut when he got married and he begged his mom for taxes and promised her that he was going to get a job and then didn't.
Yes.
Spoiler. So, yeah.
Something else happened that day. But anyways, that should be fun on Sunday. Anything else, Meerkat? I think that's it, right? We don't know when.
I think that's it.
We don't know when the Ching's gonna be, but we'll schedule it very shortly. So it should be within May, I'd say, definitely, right, guys? May. That's a good.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, my friends, that is it. So before we get to the May burst festivities here, I'm sure we have a few people that have served their country proudly. In whatever form or fashion that takes. And we want to say thanks to all the service members out there. But I want to show you what DSP thinks of service members real quick. I thought you guys might think this is interesting. So here we go. Let's see what DSP thinks of people that provide their service to a country. Come on.
Well, Mom, you're going to have to come in and clean up the room again. The ceiling is completely covered again. Sorry.
So that's for masturbating, by the way, but that's not relevant. That's not relevant. Go ahead.
It's just a coincidence.
Yeah. Here we go.
Back, you just walk.
Here we go.
Completely covered again. Sorry. Because he just got back. He just walk around. Oh, I'm decorated. I took a bullet. That's what you do when you come back from war. You do that. You get all sympathy from everyone. You get free food and the girls all grab your dick.
Bro.
It's great.
I played a video. I like this Let's Player. Hold on, let me hear it again.
You get all sympathy from everyone. You get free food and the girls all grab your dick. It's great.
Not done.
Knock right next door. Hello? I'm home. I'm a soldier. You offered free BJs for military personnel? Oh. Wait a minute. This guy's a freaking lieutenant. Lieutenant Mike Sellinger. I don't want a blowjob from him. Hold on. Who lives over here?
There we go. So Philip thinks that if you're a member of service, you can walk around saying, "Hey, can I get my blowjob, please?" That's pretty cool. Anyways.
Look, I see this is during the period where he was actively trying to be funny, but it's just not. I know the humor is subjective, but it's not funny, and it also comes across as like mean-spirited and bitter towards like people that risk their lives for. So Phil can sit there and eat a fucking Wendy's cheeseburger.
Yeah. I mean, that's the part that makes it. He's trying to be funny. I know he doesn't actually think this, but it's just disrespectful. It comes off as extremely disrespectful. But people that did do that do allow him to, have DSP tries it when he gets $1,500. But anyway, Steve, any take there? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's incredible because I'm just reminded of the time when he was on Alphaism with Mickey D and learning about how he was, perceived by people because he had a terminal illness. And like, there's just this idea that Phil has that anybody because he says during the call, I don't trust anything that I see online. So he has this idea of like anybody who says I'm ill or, I'm injured in some way or, I've got something like exceptional. That they're lying because that's what he'd do. And he does. So yeah, you're just seeing that there, this idea that they must be doing it to benefit, practically. They must be doing it for money or for sympathy rather than, it just being what,
they want to
how
do.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just do it because they want to do it. Also, his dad was a Marine, everybody pointing that out. So even more that, like, is that something you think your dad did, Philip? That he was not, he did Marines to get those nice blowjobs. But anyway,
I just think he met Linda in the first place.
And remember, Philip said he could be a Marine, though. Remember remember you had what, leadership potential or something? What was it?
I think we should find that clip for Jaha.
He said, like, you have leadership potential. You could be a soldier. You could be a, whatever it's called, a sergeant. Oh, yeah, definitely. Philip thought they were serious, Yeah. Anyways, shout out to DSP Gout Gout. This is the third lowest viewing month ever for DSP Gaming last month, and I think it's really the second. Because the other two were because of deleted videos, right?
They're the dips. Yeah.
So the second lowest viewed month ever for DSP Gaming. Not that you couldn't see this coming. The crazy part for me is that how is it still getting 432,000? Like, how does that happen? Is my question. That still seems high, doesn't it?
How many Pig Go searches are we doing?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it's our
gonna be
fault.
like most of them, yeah.
Yeah, it's our fault, guys. I mean, he does have that many videos, but who's fucking watching that much, you know? But there you go. So
I do love that. Like, this is the second lowest viewed month, and the most lowest. You know, if you take out the clips that have been deleted, was 2 months previous.
Yes. And last month had the month with the snake eating and stuff. When did the snake eating happen? That was last month, right? Or was it in April? I guess it could have been in April. But anyway,
that was March. I think that was March.
Oh, okay. So there you go. But you know, and the big boost you see going up to 700K was during the King arc there, and those big dips are when he deleted videos. So. Oh, so big guy, big up says 400,000 views on 80,000 videos is 5 views per video. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. But who's? It's like
no, it doesn't.
It's you still have to work to find the videos. Like, let's say I want to watch DSP video for a second for whatever fucking reason. I do. I want to find Skyrim Part 97. It's hard. You know? You got to get past this, so you don't play Skyrim. You got to get past the remaster, this, so you don't play. Outsiders version of this, so you don't play Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? You got to work. But anyway. No work.
Oh, you've got to have an interest in something obscure, like you played Turok or Body Count or something. You know, like a really old 360 shooter or something. You know?
So next up, you can't play this game, Steve, but I'll ask Meerkat to play.
Okay, yeah.
Name... Oh, not that one. That's different. That's a different thing. Please name what word provides these results on Pig Go is the game. You got to name it Meerkat Mob. Here we go.
Oh my God. Is it one word or a phrase?
It is one word. One word. As you can see, didn't start picking up until about live streaming. Once he started live streaming at about 2015, it starts picking up, and then since May or April-ish, mid 2024, it just skyrockets. And then now we've reached peak mentioning of this word in the last month.
Oh, I'm completely out of the meta. I don't know what is the current gimmicks are. I don't know. Might be. Is it Lego?
Not Lego. The correct answer is from Rasma, goal. The answer
Oh
the
my
word
God.
is goal. Here we go.
Maybe he just became a big football fan.
I want to know. I'm wondering when he played FIFA, because I think that little jump,
that dip at the start, that big jump. It was FIFA 2011, so it could be.
Yeah. So now we are talking about goals more than we say anything else on the stream. The pre-stream is as boring as it's ever fucking been. It's just every single thing is about the goal.
Dude, it was over 34,000 results. It was like 34,300 and something.
And someone also found out if you add goals with the plural goals, it goes up by another 30 every single day. Every single day.
Wow.
It's insanity. So there we go. There's our goal.
An interesting one is our goal. You know,
yes. Our
see
goal,
how that goes. Like, it's a shared thing amongst
you
the
love
community.
to hit our goals. Our goals are the best. So I do have...
We need to hit our goals.
So before we get to... we got a lot of stuff today. We got some May 1st stuff. We got a game to play later today. But let's get to a little bit of what happened this week, even though it was a kind of a dry week this week, honestly. The Legos didn't provide us a successful stream. We'll get to that in a second. But I thought it was interesting how Philip was so... first of all, what vibe is this shirt giving you, guys? What do you think about this shirt, Meerkat? Go ahead. What's the vibe here with this?
Dude. I don't know. Like, compared to everything else, it's not even that bad. He's got an undershirt. It's not just like usual. It's an outfit that exists, and that's the most I can say about it.
Someone said in stream chat, it looks like he's the guy that figured out he's 1/24th black. So now he thinks he can wear this kind of stuff. Like, that's the best.
Should have had a gold
brothers.
chain or something.
Yeah. Hello, brothers. I'm here. Hello, Holmes. So he gets extremely triggered during this stream, and it's wild. And let's listen up.
On this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about.
So real quick, I guess we got to talk about that as well. People yesterday were trying to say things to get him to talk about what he's doing on his day off, and it is 100% clear now that he is going to Connecticut, in my view, because of answers like that. What do you think, Steve? 2 days is not long enough for you?
Still, no, because if he's going for 2 days into Connecticut, that's fucking horrendous. You're not even giving her a full day. You're flying in, staying over the night, and then flying back out. That's fucking horrendous for your dying mother.
Dude, I agree with you, but I think why is he acting so weird about it then?
Because it's May 1st.
No, that's
I think this year in
bullshit.
particular,
No.
he's well more on edge. This year in particular, he's well more sensitive to things that look like a W and that look like an L for detractors and for him. So he's just not wanting to give us this satisfaction.
Here. Well, let's listen one more time.
On this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about.
Why would you know I can't talk about that? Because I think he understands that everyone saw the fucking leaks, right? And they know what he's doing, and he can't talk about it.
He said earlier in the podcast that he can't talk about it because if he does, somebody will go and fuck with him.
Oh, that's
so he can't tell you where he's going. He can't
He's
tell you
never
what
afraid-
errands he's running. He'll tell you
never
after it's done, but
I
never
know,
before.
but he's never afraid to say shit like, "Yeah, I got a lot of errands to do. I got to go put supplies." He's always said that shit, like without
These
even
are just
thinking about it.
appointments, though.
Yeah,
So,
all right, Meerkat, what's your take on this?
I don't know. I think if he went to Connecticut, I don't know how long those flights are. Because really, for 2 days and then being back on the third is ridiculous. The fucking Undertaker's entrance is longer than this. So I don't know.
East to West Coast is quite a long flight, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's your half your day is fucked, and it coincides exactly with. I'm now going to take a completely unplanned, unscheduled trip to Connecticut, likely in late April. The reason that is because the Real ID comes in effect in the beginning of May, May 6th or something, so he's right in the deadline. You know he would wait until the very last fucking second. You know he'd do that. And now he's doing it as short as possible.
It's doubly fucked then. Again, Phil, give your mum more than a day. She's dying. For fuck's sake.
I was just saying, you know someone that would do that, and his name is Phil Burnell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's the most likely thing that he would. If he would want to spend as little time as possible there. But fuck me, one night, and then he's flying back the next day to make his.
If it really is
stream.
this, it is extremely fucked up. I mean, that is for sure. As he said himself, my mom is on her last legs health-wise. And we know he does exaggerate. I know he does exaggerate. But still, to say those words, man, that's pretty fucking fucked up to give her one night. Hey, Mom. See ya, Mom. That's it. Hey, Mom. Hope you're doing well. Well, guess you don't got much time left. Later. I mean, I hope
maybe he's just going to go for the funeral. I mean... Like think about it. That doesn't take time. Funeral, reception, Vinny's Pizza. Like that.
That's a packed trip. That's a packed fucking trip. Someone said, who was it? I don't think you'd say that exaggerated. Weston Evans. I've seen you here for a long time, brother. He said his parents were dying 6 years ago, brother, for the first marriage. For the marriage, the marriage. He said his parents were not going to make it much longer. He's very happy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think if it is this, that is one of the most fucked up things you could possibly do. But this isn't the first time he's done this either, because when his parents visited, I remember this. I was looking it up recently.
It's Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
When his parents visited the painting trip, when Panda was still there, they changed the release date for what's the game where you're jumping around? You're jumping around and you have to get packages or something, and you're running around. It's a very first person running game, and there's like buildings and stuff. What the fuck's it called? You're like parkouring.
Oh, Mirror's
everything.
Edge.
Mirror's Edge, yeah. Mirror's Edge, the release date got changed to when his parents were there, and he was pissed. He's like, I scheduled this on purpose where my parents were there because Mirror's Edge got changed. He thinks about it like this. I really think he's going. I really think he's going.
Oh,
And
I really
whatever-
hope he is.
And Big Guy makes a good point. We got to realize that there is a possibility he gets sick and takes a couple extra days off. That is very true.
Yeah, if that happens, I'll entertain the possibility, but
Then you know. Then we fucking know.
it's like there and back in 2 days is such a disruption. Like, it's such a hassle to get on the plane and fly, and then, you're there, you sleep overnight in the guest bedroom or whatever, and then you have to leave to get your next flight back. It's like...
If he does take extra time off, then it's that. That would be his plan all along, to farm pity, just to say like, hey, I mean, I had to stay longer, obviously you guys understand. My mom's not doing well. And then, rush over there, rush there. But anyway.
You know what I would love?
Yeah.
If he started posting counterintelligence, like images of places in Seattle, and be like, "Hey guys, I just saw this burger place. Oh, we don't have that in Renton."
He did post when he went to Connecticut the first time. He was happy to post on Instagram but he's not doing that anymore. So but he was happily posting videos and stuff he did with Kat the first time. Big ups.
It was really funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember when the wedding photo dropped, and it was like this out of nowhere, just surprise release. Yeah, and I remember the Tevin stream and how funny it was, and looking over the photos.
Yeah, that was a good one.
The happy photos, and then he had to come back and explain why what he's begged for the last months was not the taxes. Wild times then. Big ups Amax says happy busting day, you guys. Big ups everybody for the getting there. We made it. NWO News says if Linda's legs are anything like DSP's, she's toast. Oh. Well, I trust
your trigger bro side Phil, don't.
I trust she's getting more exercise than him, honestly. Even at her advanced age, she has to leave the house.
Yeah, but she's on the last ones.
Well, that's true too. Internet Hazmat Crew is still wondering where the load went after 10 years. It didn't go anywhere. We have the full video here. We're not going to watch it again this year because we did watch it last year. Few people realize it is 14 minutes. 14 minutes long.
I just realized that.
The full. I mean, we gotta watch it again.
But lads, he's nearly over. He's nearly over the hill at this point. It takes a while,
The real video is 14 minutes long. We'll just leave it on mute, and I'll keep reading.
Just have it there in the background. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Carry on reading messages now.
Yeah, just loop it. Look, he looks at the camera. Look, he sees the camera's on. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this face. This tells you. I'm acknowledging the camera is on right now. Look at this. Okay. Salut. I mean, this is when your dick knows it's in trouble. That face. Oh shit! He's coming for me. Look at that hair. All right, Grazing Poro in the house says he said I have to do some things to prepare for my days off. What do you prep for other than packing? Good point, Grazing Poro. Adding more evidence into the trip theory. I mean,
you got to order DoorDash breakfast the next day.
Yeah,
that's probably what he meant. Yeah, he pre-orders those.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? Oh, now look at the top right of your screen here. We're now typing into the search bar our preferred preferences. I wonder what they might be.
MANDINGO. Look at the receipt.
INTERRACIAL.
What if it was just videos of people counting
Angela.
money?
KORENTING. REANBODYBUILDER, similar to JAHA. Oops. Paris
John
said, Paris,
Rambo brackets not Sylvester.
yes. Paris says, let's watch another man masturbate, please. All right, man, we can if you want, Paris. I mean, I didn't know you'd ask that directly. Anyways.
People who have like just audio. You're not missing much.
Joe Dub in the house. Oh, let me push play again. Joe Dub says, "Rip Linda, judgment begins." There we go. Ira says, "Phil will only show up for the inheritance hearing." Now, you only have to get an. What's that move?
I know. Yeah, it's definitely stretch there, aren't we?
What was that move?
Just some foreplay.
Oh, yeah, Panda's gone. That's the car pulling away.
Oh yeah, you're right. Checking the window. She's gone. Okay, now you're in trouble.
He's got it on the computer over there.
Multiple screens. Now you're in trouble.
Watching it from 6 feet away, like.
Oh god. Oh, Casey Jones says it's eating into his Hogan pull time. Damn it, Linda. Pull yourself together. Come on. Tired of it, Linda. Please. J-Dog says, I'm in line at the... Oh, that's a good one. I'm in line at the funeral home. I am in line. I'm in line at the funeral home. I'm in line. Ricky Thor said, did Kat stay home or go on the trip? An urban style friend of mine is wondering. Oh, okay. Well, you could let him know. I'm guessing she went, but I don't know. I do not know.
He can't leave her alone, can he?
No. You know, she can't live by herself. That's how how he treats her.
And they need to get pets, you know.
Speedy
12
says,
pets needed.
Speedy says Phil's marriage is illegal in most states except in the South because there are laws about marrying barnyard animals. That's not true, Speedy. Toxic. Big up, Speedy. Waffle Buddy says maybe this is part of a Mike Klum style thing. Now you bring up Mike Klum because Philip did talk about Mike Klum yesterday, and he said it's very interesting retcon. Actually, he said that Mike Klum was very pushy about making sure we just see a normal day of DSP, right? And remember, Philip was praising that idea. Like, people going to be on a normal day. It's going to be great. But then he said, I don't understand why Mike Klum wanted to do that, right? Which was interesting change of opinion. But the real reason Mike Klum wanted to do that is because it's fascinating to see weirdos do normal shit, you know? But what'd you think about that? What'd you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, I found it really weird as well that he just couldn't, because he got Mike's description of it, the way that he was selling it, the pitch.
Yeah.
But it didn't fully sink in that this is like humanizing you, like showing you in normal settings, because people have this idea of you as this streamer thing, and showing them like, hey, you are a normal guy. You go to, you go to the shops, you go shopping, do these things like everybody else does. And he couldn't grasp that. He couldn't grasp that concept. It was weird.
Yeah. I think he's now hyper focused on I'm not a lolcow, guys. I'm not like these freak guys. I'm just a normal dude, so I don't understand why people want to see that. But that's what documentaries fucking do. But go ahead, Meerkat. Looks like you're gonna say something.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not really. I was just laughing.
Travis B says no comment on how he looks like Ron Jeremy. Oh, there's comment on that. He does semi-look like Ron Jeremy.
We're comfortable now.
Oh yeah. We've locked in. We have found our prey. The video has been found. Time to lean back.
You can see the arm going already. Just past the pop filter. Right down in the bottom right corner.
I'm trying to analyze if I go that wide with my arm. I don't think I do, honestly, but it's a wide grip. I don't want to analyze it too much.
Just think his spine is currently curved like that anyway, so...
Well, Logan K says, it's even better that Agent 47 is on his PS4 background. It's though he's being watched. Yeah, the guy's watching him. That's a benefit. That's a benefit. Oh, see, this is where that video is not going to work out. He goes back for a second search. We've all been there. You know, the first one.
The Angela one's only like 20 seconds anyway, so he needs to.
That's not going to work. That's not going to take me to the finish line. So we got to go back. Mario Faker says we need an AI 4K upscale the whole event. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Nah.
AI, could you enlarge the picture, you know, see what's going on there? No, we don't need that. Kinchil
I'm sure
says,
plenty of people on Twitter are going to post their AI renditions of what happened. Because, you know, the AI can, like, content aware, like, fill the whole screen with what it thinks was happening. Yeah, I'm sure people are going to go crazy with that. So,
make it Ghibli. Go ahead,
and
Mirka.
also, on the Mike Klum thing.
Yes, please.
Actually, I do remember it was a big part of when he was advertising it at first, that he wanted to be for people to see him that he was like super normal. So he was the one who wanted this day in Phil type of thing. Much like how he was the one who wanted to do a bunch of gimmicks with Kino Casino where they do drama stuff. And then afterwards pretended like they tried to pressure him into doing them. And that was one of his reasons, like one of his retcon reasons to stop doing stuff with them.
Correct.
Okay, so when it's his idea, it's good. And then when it's somebody else's idea, it's bad. Got it.
Yes. A good fucking point. And it's he now thinks like all those, you see those dumb ideas they had? They're ridiculous. When Philip's idea was Gunbusters, where he would dress up as a Ghostbuster and they would tell him about shit Ralph has done. And he would learn about it from them. That was his idea. Oh, he even said, your chat will go crazy for this. What?
Yeah.
He's going to play dress up with them.
The biggest bottleneck in this idea is DSP. Because this could work. Because Ralph is a crazy guy who's done a bunch of crazy, degenerate shit that is really funny. And people have a lot to say about it, except Phil. He has nothing to say about anything. And he doesn't know anything about anything. And he's not interested in knowing more. He's just interested in getting more attention and clout to himself. Yeah. So he doesn't know how to actually be invested in making content that someone's going to find interesting.
Yeah. And I think that's what he's, I mean, really, he was really talking to Triple P when he's saying about the Mike Klum shit. Like, I don't want to be this drama guy. I want to show I can do it my way. And that's his new thing, begging mechanism as well, too. Is like, if you want to prove to people, you don't have to be drama to make it happen, to promote positivity or something. It's like all cringe. Like, all right, man, what do you... he's trying to distance himself from the whole King arc as much as he can, is what he's trying to do right now.
But really, this is how he's going to sync his own content for his own fans as well. Yeah. Because the worst thing you can do is put out stuff that no one has anything to say about. And he's very quickly headed in that direction. Because like his pre-stream is just slop that is all about hitting goals and getting money. And this is, at least like a year ago, there was the background of him pretending to care about video games and Twitter news and whatever. Nowadays, we're not even pretending. Oh, God, and this is going to get old fast, even for the whales. And at some point, they're going to start thinking, like, why am I giving this guy money? He's not even playing video games anymore.
Yeah, the podcast has never been worse than this. I thought a little similarity here for these two pictures.
Yes, I'm not the only one who thinks Big Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Feverishly starting to work here as you keep your eye on that. Big ups, Kinch. Oh, we've entered the angry phase. All right, I'm doing my part. Wake up. Kinchil says, my money's still on couples therapy. In 2025, every month last week, he took a day off for his wife. I don't think Philip would enter a therapy session myself. I think he'd be he would be so insulted if Kat even brought that up, and he would never bring it up himself. But what do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. It's like they are the worst people to treat people with like narcissistic personality disorders because they just don't see anything wrong with them. So they don't like want to be there. Most of the time they're not there by, their own choice. They're being made to go by like a family member or an employer or something. So yeah, they don't think there's anything wrong with them. They don't engage with the treatment, and it has a low success rate because they don't think I've got a problem. They think everybody else has a problem. So yeah, I think that's unlikely as well.
As you can see here, we saw with the feverishly moving of the right hand already. Now we take what looks to be a little bit of a break. And we once again look at the camera, straight at the camera, just straight at it.
We're watching this like it's a nature documentary, like it's National Geographic.
And how do do we not know what's on at this point? I can see the blue light, man. When I see the blue light, I mean, this has scarred me. I'm going to be honest with you. I used to do some stuff down here with this computer. I no longer. It's too much of a risk. I don't even, I'm not in the same room as the camera now. I don't want to risk it. I mean, come on.
Turn my camera around.
Camera
If anyone hacks it, they get an image of the wall. That's it.
yeah. Big Up Jordan Fadeaway says, Theo Theory, if he does visit his parents, don't be surprised if a pre-planned emergency begging video drops on Saturday morning or afternoon. Well, I mean, that's every day, though, right? But I guess you could emergency style for what, though, Jordan Fadeaway? That my parents are in trouble, now I need to help pay for things? I mean, that's pretty fucked up.
Or maybe, I mean, it's like for him, an emergency video is like, I'm not going to be streaming, so give me money. And I would love to see a video where it's like, if you're watching this, then my days off has been extended due to unforeseen circumstances, and I'm going to need your support. I would love a video like this, like a pre-recorded, like a death switch video.
That would be pretty funny if that's what happens. Always says, do they have money to pay for 3 seats, though? Okay, well, there's... Cats don't need their own
Is
seat.
Jasper coming too?
Gotcha, Om. Jasper does not coming. But yeah, he was begging, though, out of control the last 2 days before attempting to say, let's hit 9 goals in 2 days before the weekend was his plan. So if you're taking a trip, maybe you wanted some extra pocket money for that trip. And he was just like, you never would ever say, let's hit 9 goals in 2 days before. But he literally was saying that this week, like out of nowhere for an interesting I mean, I think it's more evidence of the trip, but we'll see. Casey Jones says, they canceled both of my casket pre-orders. Because the dirty trolls. NW News says, how much for me to vlog Linda's funeral? Don't do that. Travis B says, no comment on how he looks like Ron Jeremy. Oh, I did say that. Mr. Extravagant said, I don't appreciate you canceling the lore stream, then popping up with that being said with absolutely no notice. I'm tired of it. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant. We'll do it. We'll do a different day. Nibbity says, how many goals for a DSP tries it? Leftover CT pizza. I hope we get the breakfast my pause. Oh, sorry. I want to see like the breakfast plate 30-second video, you know. But anyway, all right. But how we started this was I'll keep that up for when we're talking in previous times. But let's get to the shirt because this was funny.
Then he's saying, oh, did you hear about this thing that could personally hurt Phil? And by him talking about it, what he's trying to do is get attention for asshole. He's doing it on purpose.
That guy said something about credit cards or whatever. It's not important.
By the way, it's a sock account. LARPers, meaning people who are on sock accounts who are already trolls who get banned and they come back with new accounts and they're trying to pretend to be friends and shit. And then all of a sudden, it's funny. The funny part is when all of a sudden they all bring up exactly the same thing at once, as if they're all sitting in the same Discord server talking behind the scenes and then they decide to say it on stream. Kind of weird, no? We got a LARPer. I got a $5 super chat from a LARPer. Hilarious. Well,
oh
thanks,
my god,
LARPer,
I hate the LARPer shit. Is this like, was that his name? Maybe that was just the guy's name. He called himself LARPer.
Everyone at Kick Chat is LARPer now. He's getting more aggressive towards Kick because they're not paying as much as they used to, right? I mean, he's not getting the subs he used to, so he hates Kick more and more now. So everyone's a LARPer. If they say something negative, they're a LARPer.
You know what? I think he might hate it because much like the YouTube shorts, he was super excited to get monetized and get partnered and everything. Yeah. And then he found out how much he's making. And then he lost interest real quick. So I'm thinking that paid by the hour type of deal on Kick isn't working out quite as he expected.
Yeah. It's a few bucks of an hour. So how much he streamed, it's still, extra 10, 20 bucks a day, which is not nothing for sure, but
$5. That's all.
I'm sure everything for him is a get rich. He's going to get rich so quick with it. And every next month is the month that things turn around. He said it yesterday too, how games are really picking up next month. Last month was suck because of bad games. Next month the games are going to be incredible. And then the cycle continues of how this game is not good. Well, developers lost their way and the interest is gone. It's all the game's fault.
I'm going to say I'm not even going to read the message because it's stupid. Okay. It actually is. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck. Why do people make sock accounts?
All right, hold on.
They dropping a big member bomb or a big tip that people tend to kind of come after them and harass them because people are weird on the
Argentinian
part, and just obsessed with the fact that I'm successful while they're not, and they're miserable and I'm happy.
Yes.
They can't stand that. So they try to harass people who
Who
support,
even
you see.
mentions that?
So-
like if you're talking about the people that don't like you, and you're like, yeah, they fucking hate like the content I put out or how I do it. They hate me for this reason or that reason. But who thinks like they hate me because I'm happy?
Uh-huh. Yeah, everyone's jealous, you know.
So by using a sock account to do anonymous donations,
Yeah.
like an anonymous tip or dropping 50 subs on Kick, but it's a name no one ever saw before, it protects your identity. No one knows who to associate
Cool
that
place
with.
to
and
be, too.
Who cares if they go
Cool
harass
community. You have to not be who you are.
that account? It's a dummy account they're never using for anything anyway. The other reason to use a sock account,
Okay, we got it.
leave some of the things I hear now.
So, I am to
yeah, they
understand that using a sock account is good, and you
Yes.
should do that.
Yes. Oh, yes. He
Oh.
said that. Definitely.
sit there
Please.
So
and
when
their
I
online communities on-
get banned from his chat and I use a sock account to come back and talk the same things, then that's okay.
Yes.
Or it's okay
Absolutely.
only if you give him money, so you can protect yourself. But you can't protect yourself when you are in his chat. Okay,
Here we go.
whatever.
Cool.
jobs on the internet.
It's full-grown men who actually have time in their day to continue to hate on you. It's such a depressing life that people live. Please, see someone. A doctor, a psychiatrist, anyone who's a DSP. Everyone would benefit.
The viewers on Kick are saying, your
I feel like I was
undershirt
tied
is
to a chair being played that.
too long. I'm talking
Oh,
about...
here we go. This is the shirt part. I wanted to play this part.
The viewers on Kick are saying, your undershirt is too long. I'm talking about how the month went, talking about the awesome games I'll be playing and the games I'm playing now, planning for an awesome marathon. This is what you're thinking about. This is your major focus in life right now, is the length of my undershirt.
Yes.
Fuck your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy killers, you know.
Do you think maybe there might be something wrong? You think perhaps that's not normal human behavior, that you're so obsessed with my undershirt that I'm wearing on the stream?
So
you think
obsessed?
perhaps
Yeah, this is weird. This is very weird. This is another thing he's kind of doing repeatedly now.
that could be something? There's a word for that. Perhaps there's like a diagnosis for that kind of behavior that maybe
But
would
you
be
know what?
accurate.
Yeah.
This only started after people seriously started talking about him having autism, and he's
Yes.
starting to literally like deflect it as a no you. He's literally doing the no you.
This
No,
is
it's actually you who are
this is-
autistic.
I think it happened
Yeah.
after Steve Cambion brought it up many times for him, really pressed him on it, and that like he was very uncomfortable. And now he's like, "Oh, I can do that too. I'll call you
I
guys
think it-
autistic."
Might have been June the King, because that was the first one, like the big one, where it had the his former fan or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
where he was like, I
classic one.
really think he's autistic.
Oh wait, hold
It's a
on.
way to also dismiss
can't hear it,
the
guys,
valid
but-
criticism. And this someone works with his fans who have been doxxed, are people with disabilities, are socially inept, or
Let's hear
are
it.
just lonely.
Yeah. I think he has autism.
That part. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That part.
But he won't even say it though. It's like, what is this? What is this bullshit about like pussyfooting around the word and not saying the word?
I think because if you say it, you then have to acknowledge it. You know, like
Oh.
if you're saying it directly, you're acknowledging that it's there. Whereas if you can dance around it and find some other way for it, you can use that word instead and be safe because you've not had to deal with it.
I
So-
guess.
I know, but
Great to
it's
just-
so
yeah.
it's so easily avoidable. It's like when he called somebody a retard and then spent like 5 minutes explaining and panicking and flailing about how calling that person specifically a retard is okay and using the word in a very specific way it's okay. Then just don't use the word if you have to sit there and explain yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's not how it's supposed to work.
It's
Also,
like-
I think he just doesn't want to get any criticism for, you know, that. Like if you say, oh, you're like, it's you, then you can't get the criticism back for people going, hang on a minute, don't use that word or don't describe him that way. You know, it's
he's trying to avoid
possibly
the
trying
backlash.
to avoid it. Yeah.
He's probably avoiding
Yeah.
the duty duty
Possibly.
stream title. You know, I think that's what
Yeah,
half this
yeah.
stuff is. Duty stream titles really control his life. You know, because
Oh, yeah.
duty stream titles control his life. So he's afraid of duty having DSP says autistic. I think he's scared of that. Honestly,
But like, dude, that's gonna make Duty make even more high hype titles that are
I know.
even more like overblown
Yeah.
because he knows that it affects him so much.
Yeah, Duty just controls his life, and and Philip knows it. Philip is letting Duty know it so clearly.
Describe it,
But all right,
and that perhaps.
yeah, here we go. I'm not done yet.
When you hyperfixate on something that's completely pointless and meaningless and trite,
Hyperfixate?
but you just can't stop hyper focusing on it for some weird reason. It's the most important thing to the world to you, even when it's not the focus point of attention and no one else is talking about it, but you just can't help but hyperfixate on something so inconspicuously unimportant in the world. Do you know what I'm talking about? You think there might be a name for something like that? Do you think we can figure it out? Anyway.
Okay. You did it though.
One comment, by the way. One comment.
It's yeah, exactly. Who's hyperfixating?
I am fine with my clothes. In fact, they're very comfy. This is a bamboo shirt.
Yeah. Now what, trolls?
No, bamboo threaded stuff. Shit. Sorry. It's
Now what? Ever to bamboo? Now what?
This is a shirt.
All right, we don't want to hear about the shirt, anyways. But that,
no,
that was,
no, you do.
Oh,
There's
you
an
do?
important
Okay.
point. There's an important point.
Mostly from bamboo fibers, which makes it incredibly stretchy, but also incredibly cooling. It's like a wicking shirt. It wicks moisture, but also it just keeps you cool. It's very aerated undershirt. I really like it. This shirt, I used to wear buttoned. The reason that I'm not going to wear it buttoned anymore is because it's got
weight gain.
It was mismanufactured, basically. This right here is supposed to fold over, so when the shirt's buttoned, it looks good. But look what happens. It just flaps over, and you can't actually get it to not do that. They mismanufactured
You know what that is?
it.
Yeah.
They mismanufactured it. It's not, this is missing a button here because that's the final button that like closes the shirt around your neck. No, they mismanufactured it. I've not lost a button on my shirt. The people at the factory mismanufactured this one specific shirt.
But you can sew on a button if there's like a hole for it.
Yeah.
No, cat
That's
can.
Cat.
well, cat maybe can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
The button
She can't.
actually should
And,
have either been lower or
the button should have been
the button
lower.
should have
that
been
shouldn't
lower.
that long. So basically, whenever I
missing
tried
the
to wear
button.
this shirt and I would button it, it would look bad because this thing would be
See, look how
flapping over
open it
like
is.
that, and I can't stop it. You see?
Looking
So
cool.
I said, well, I'll just wear it with an undershirt then.
Yeah,
right?
Ace Ventura
That's
style.
as much thought as I gave to it. It's kind of annoying. It won't button right. I'll just put an undershirt on then. That's fine. Oh no, we're going to hyperfixate
Now, here we go again.
on Phil wearing an undershirt and talk about his undershirt being too long. How about
It worked though.
stop being fucking obsessive and weird and focusing on nonsense
One
that doesn't
single
matter.
comment,
No
guys.
one should care about this.
One comment.
Why are we even talking about it? Oh, I've tried everything. Every Roy says, did you try ironing the flap down? I tried ironing the shirt. I
Zero chance that ever happened
no.
in any
No, never.
universe,
Yeah.
any timeline.
tried steaming the shirt. I tried
Steaming the shirt.
some streams. I put a freaking paper clip on the shirt.
That is true.
To
He
try to
did do
hold it in
that.
place. I'm just, it's too much effort for a stupid shirt. I like the shirt, but it's too much effort for a shirt that I'm wearing on a gamer stream. I'm not some kind of a fucking fashion
Right, do you know what?
model.
Right,
Yeah.
have you ever been like in the shops and you see them like scratch art sort of things for kids? They're normally like the arts
Yeah.
and crafts a bit, and it's like
Yeah.
black, and then you scratch
Oh,
off the
yeah,
pattern,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you get the
Looks
silk.
like that.
That's what I'm getting from his shirt here.
Yeah.
You know, someone scratched off the designs.
That's how much it takes, though, to set him off now. With one little comment about his undershirt peeking out of the side. That was what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes? Real cool.
Dude, this is the best because like it's one of those times in DSP history when you can feel a crash out is coming. You just don't know what's going to trigger it, and it could be
Yeah.
like the eat it rant where it's just some guy says some random comment in chat, or it could be something from his past with somebody that he had a beef with, or it can be something completely different.
Yep, it's coming though. Trust me, it is definitely coming. Speaking of coming, let's go back to this real quick. Piggy Pete says, if Kat went to the funeral, can you imagine the shock on their faces when the Burnell family members see her new appearance? Oh, Piggy Pete. I mean, assuming they talk every week, they might have been told about that stuff. Well, you never know, Piggy
Oh my
Pete.
god, she's a BBW. As they walk.
Factually. The Kaching the Ring winner of Kaching's Past, Lemtech says he's only going to Connecticut because he heard Paul Bear is going to be at the funeral. There's going to be Paul Bear? I'll be there.
Is the Undertaker there as well? Yes, there's an Undertaker there as well, Phil.
Yes. You know, it's not the real Undertaker, right, Philip? Yeah, I know. Okay,
well, I mean, the Undertaker is showing up for everything nowadays, so he might actually be there.
This is another search, by the way, guys. This is our third return to the search bar. We need to pick up our game, Philip. Your keyword game. Go ahead, Steve.
The streamer, now aroused, is returning once again to Pornhub. The last video proved inadequate, so another video must be selected. Clicking the Mandingo tab at the top, Phil browses as he does in his natural habitat.
How much money do we need to beg for to get a full version of this?
Yes, please.
Let's get 20 subs. Whoa, buddy. No.
Come on.
No, I did that once and someone did, and I felt really bad. So
let's not do that. Don't do that. Lucky Object Permanence Real says DSP left Cat and Jasper at home with a kibble mountain. Kibble mountain. Have at it. See, we are feverishly searching now. What are we looking for? It shouldn't be this hard. It's a pleasurable experience, Philip. The search. Oh. Hydration, very important.
You need those electrolytes.
Yeah. Gordon Flowers pointing at Derek says, is Steve drinking blended beans on toast? Steve? Blended beans on toast?
No, of course not.
Please.
No.
They're not that
beans
crazy
on toast is banking. You don't need to blend them. That's just ruining perfection.
You need the texture of the beans. You need to feel them pop in your mouth. You need to feel the crunchiness of the toast. Like, what are you talking about? This is someone who has never enjoyed beans on toast, and it shows.
Clearly. All right, we have
You need the tanginess of the bean, the flavor. The flavor.
We're the flavor of the flavor. Locked in again. We have found our target. Look at this. Oh, God. Anyways, Hosky says, women can't live without them, can't afford to buy 3 tickets. That's not true, Hosky. Papa Polecat says, team load in gym shorts. That's why there's no pulling pants up. He gave himself an hour over the pants handy and just left it there.
We've moved to Neo. Agent 47 was putting you off.
Agent 47. Hold on. Agent 47 is not working out. Let's go Neo. Oh, yeah. There you go. More Japanese style. That'll
fine.
work. He's a bit more feminine. He has long hair, at least. Here we go. This will work.
From a distance.
Yeah. You can squint and pretend it's a female. Because Papa Polecat, though. Who is team load in gym shorts. I am hardcore team no load, of course, as there's very much a frustration. Oh, God, we're picking it up now, boys. That's it. We're locked in. Oh, here we go. But, Meerkat, what's your team, by the way? Official team. I'm team no load. What team are you? There's a lot of people asking.
Oh, dude. Like, I really appreciate that this conversation exists because one of my favorite things about Darkside Phil is that there's so many people talking about so many things around him, but I just don't want to think very much in depth about whether or not he ejaculated all over himself or somewhere else. Yeah, my girlfriend started laughing. So I'm thinking personally, it's kind of an open-ended. I like to look at this from like an artist perspective. It could be he could have just busted all over himself or all over the place, or maybe just nothing came out and it's a sad ending. But for me personally, I just like to see it as an open-ended thing. It's up for your interpretation based on how you see this guy and how you've seen his journey.
Fair enough. This is the key point. So a little bit extra context to this conversation. So you saw the feverish searching. Look, we are kind of worried now, honestly. We go to our menu here. We're look at oh my God, look at this. This is something. I mean, when he says he was depressed at this point, I kind of believe him. Look at that.
Trying to turn down the volume on the telly so the PlayStation music isn't a distraction.
Yeah. I'll turn it on for you then. So that's the start of the last kind of, let's say, session, right? The last segment here. Itching, requiring a little bit more lubrication, going to the skin for the skin oil. That's a rare move there. Goes
the
back
Italian
down.
grease.
Goes back down. And this is supposed to be the moment of ecstasy, guys, right here. He looked too calm in that face to go to ecstasy that fast, my friends. Anyways, you guys love it.
Do you remember when he learned from Mike Watson what repeating was?
Yes.
I think the previous break was the actual finale, and here he's trying it again. Can't quite get to it, hence the frustration.
I'll leave that there. Christian C says, ALT saying DSP wants to dress up for Kino. It's funny how much Phil incorporates costumes and props. It's like a flamboyant theater kid energy. He does think that people fall for those kind of gimmicks a lot. He thinks that's like a really cool thing that everyone likes is the gimmicks and the costumes. But
yeah,
he knows people do that. He doesn't know how to incorporate it successfully himself. Next thing I want to go into is a very interesting revelation from last night. Okay, very interesting revelation from last night. Here we go.
I've never climbed a tree. The reason being, when I was growing up, we did have trees in the backyard, but they were kind of older trees. And my parents always told me, don't climb because they could break. And it was funny. We had a neighbor that came over and started climbing the tree. And my parents came out and started yelling at her, and the tree snapped.
Never climbed a tree. I don't know where you're...
Unacceptable.
That is unbelievable. Meerkat, I don't know how it goes in Eastern Europe over there, but I'm assuming you've climbed many a tree in your younger years, correct?
Yeah, more than your average person.
Yes.
I mean,
Steve of the Dead climbed a tree.
Yeah, of course.
How can you not climb a fucking tree? What? Like, it's part of being a kid. He can't swim. He can't ride a bike. He never climbed a tree. All three.
It's not even surprising. Just look at him now and his complete lack of curiosity about everything and his complete lack of any kind of experiences that are interesting or like add some kind of value to any conversation. Of course he didn't do all that stuff because he just doesn't care, like he doesn't care now. So I'm not even surprised.
But it means though that throughout his childhood, his opportunities to go out and play with friends in the park or wherever these trees are, was completely restricted, like basically non-existent. He never hung out with a group of friends for long enough to go out to the park with them. That's fucking mad.
I just can't even comprehend what kind of upbringing he had, where he wasn't in a situation in which you could climb a tree. Like maybe, I'm not to get too deep on this, too late now, but maybe he wasn't allowed to play with other kids or something, like when he was really young or something, like that kind of vibe, right? Like you can't go anywhere. It's dangerous out there, Philip. And then just inside his house constantly. And maybe that's why he's such a weirdo, is that kind of stuff, right? But
I remember one moment where he talked about how other kids would take their toys out of the packaging and then play with them and then not return them. And that really wound him up.
Yeah,
so he must have
true.
at some point there was some interaction with other kids, but how do you not make friends with the kids down the street when you're growing up, and
unless you're
so I do things on the road outside, it's mad.
It's not like he's even an asshole online yet, right? You get why the FGC hated him because he was an asshole online. When you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you can't be an asshole online yet. How was he not interacting with people in a successful way yet? Even weirdos have friends. Most. This is wild. He's not done yet either. Hold on.
The tree snapped and she flew off the tree and busted her ass. So after seeing an actual neighbor,
so you've just got to hope that it means that the branch broke, not the tree snapped.
This story is the likelihood of this story being at all true is very low.
Yeah,
but, maybe he's trying to prove why he couldn't climb a tree, which there's a reason I can't do that, guys. Here's the big reason, and he always over-explains it. But here we go.
And then fall off the tree. Yeah. I said, I don't think I want to climb trees in my parents' yard. So I never actually climbed a tree. We didn't have any secure trees to climb.
No secure trees real. Please someone make that. Secure trees.
CCTV on them.
It's really weird too because he grew up in the 80s, and it's not like he had a bunch of computers and toys around. It's just like go outside and play with stuff. Yeah, it's yeah. But I mean, again, you can tell by his sense of curiosity that is completely lacking that he didn't care about this as a child too. So it's not really surprising to me.
Yeah.
Halo, although Halo would be game related.
I think he also said
there is another thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it come after this? Yeah, here we go. I got it right here. Here we go.
Actually do it, and hit the goal so that we're good for the night and we're doing Legos for next time.
Oh, yeah, this was an extreme stall situation. He came back after the slideshow again. The typical thing.
Look at the plant. Look at the plant in the back. 2 streams for that.
Looking cool, man. All right, here we go.
And I'll answer.
Oh, Bob Starsky made a better...
No, I have never bounced on a trampoline in my life. No, I have not. I know many people have. I did not.
How?
Never jumped on a trampoline?
Like, not even in school. Not even in, like, PE or gym or whatever you call it. No.
What? How low do normal things do we have to ask if he's done? Because he maybe hasn't done it. Have you ever, like, he can't swim, he can't ride a bike, he can't climb a tree, he's never jumped on a trampoline. What's next? Have you ever jaywalked? I don't know.
Individually, those things aren't as bad, but when you start listing them out, it's like, what can you do, actually?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have you ever been to the beach, seen the ocean? Those kind of questions you got to say. Have you ever, what can we do? Jump rope. There you go, jump rope. Have you ever counted
played football?
10?
We know that once he's played like touch football in the park because it fucked his back up allegedly. So there's at least one, but that's what you have to go to. Like there was no like hockey in the street or anything, no football. No. And I mean American football as well. No soccer.
Yeah, you didn't do anything. Thrown a baseball. Yeah, have you ever thrown a baseball? Is a good question. Have you ever held a ball in your hand? I don't know.
Have you ever gone out and done sports with your dad?
Yeah. Bob Starsky.
Your dad ever tried to take you to do something?
Shout outs to Bob Starsky, who made a better version of the piranha plant. I love this one.
Well done.
Shout outs to Toothless on this one. Okay. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'll answer any question if we hit the goal. I don't know if you'll like the answer, but I'll answer any question if you hit the goal.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's not done with
that. See, so why should we?
Answer,
we know that you'll lie.
If it's a stupid question or an intrusive one.
Not no intrusive one. He's not done about.
No,
trampoline.
I've never been in a bounce house. Never a bounce house and never a trampoline. Do I miss my childhood? House? I mean, like everyone, there's parts of childhood that you liked, right? That I enjoy. I think back fondly to summer days of hanging out with my friends. Playing badminton
in the park, climbing up trees, being on a trampoline, going swimming, riding our bikes.
The movies thing comes in, right?
Yeah, this is like some fucking 80s kids movie, like fucking one last summer of like your friends all together, and then you grow up and go your separate ways or some shit,
This is Goonies movie,
Summer days of hanging out with my friends. Playing badminton in the driveway.
Badminton? Not even tennis. Badminton. How fucking middle class were you?
I was playing badminton with Papa.
With my friends. Playing badminton.
Papa! Where's the bird?
In the driveway. Or playing with action figures and chasing each other around with water guns and balloons and stuff like that. I used to have a big wheel, which is a 3-wheeler thing that you can ride up and down. It was the Thundercat.
A tricycle.
And I would ride it up and down the street. I loved that thing. I think back to those days. And I think
it's got to be like 4 at that point. That's going to be like 4 or 5.
Thundercat's tricycle?
And I would ride it up and 3-wheeler thing that you can ride up and down. It was the Thundercats themed. And I would ride it up and down the street.
Let me search for that thing.
I loved that thing. I think back to those days. And I think that they were awesome. But
he was the most annoying kid ever. Like, I can just imagine him as like an 80s comedy movie character, and it's like the most annoying kid you've ever thought of.
Guess what time? Okay, I found it. This is the memory he's thinking of. Oh my God, dude. It's this. Ages 4 and up. That's what he's talking about. What?
That's what he's thinking of when he thinks childhood. He don't think of being 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30.
Dude.
Well, maybe he was driving this while he was like 16 or something. I don't know.
Pulling up to school in this. Like, yeah, I gotta get all the chicks, me.
Sorry, T, I can't give you a ride today.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Is this the ride he said he had? Come on. How can you? This is his memory. 4 years old. I don't remember 4 years old. I know you can say an old joke. I don't remember much when I was before. I don't know, 5 years. I don't remember. I would. In my memory of childhood,
typically
start
don't.
with
You
that
typically
old.
don't. You typically don't. That's why when he's like, I remember my like someone walking into my bedroom when I was 2. You know that.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I don't
Like
remember.
biologically, you can't. So.
When you remember, I'm saying like in the context of people saying, "What's a memory from your childhood?" Right? I would remember things of like
earliest
things I can remember. Like I remember playing football with my friend, but I'm 7, 8, 9 years old, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that kind of
Your memory's a bit more formed at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, by the way. I had a good childhood. I did.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
I look back fondly on it. Do I miss it? It was a good.
And to not miss it is crazy too. Like, of course, you're not saying like I wish I could go back, but I miss aspects of it. I think everyone does. Do I miss it? Nah. I like my life now, begging for money every day.
So I look back fondly on it. Do I miss it? It was a good time of my life, but being an adult when you can actually make your own decisions is much better. Just saying. Jose, how are you? 7 months as a member. He says, "What's going
When you
on?
can
How
make
are
your
you?"
own decisions. So when you're not being told off by mum and dad, basically.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's what he hates. He really feels. I think now. This is more proof that he was really controlled. I think his parents were pretty controlling or something, you know, like he couldn't go out. And that's kind of...
Linda, at least. I feel like Dave is more disconnected and did try in terms of like buying his son a bike or trying to take him fishing or whatever, but, you know, got him a job.
Yeah, it just feels like he was very sheltered.
Coddled by mummy.
And his memory is riding a tricycle for 4-year-olds. I mean... Big up Mickey Thor says, will Phil write the obit? Proud mother of a former Evo champion and 15 years from her. Gifts to the family should be made to this PayPal link.
Is it going to be just listing off a bunch of stuff that she bought him?
She once bought me, famously, she bought me a He-Man figure. I love that thing. She bought me a Thundercats. Yeah. But the one
It
thing
was second edition, but, you know, she tried.
She did
Who's
her
going to
best.
comb my hair
She wasn't
now?
always perfect.
Who's going to comb my hair now, Linda? Who? All right. Anyway, big up to Anti-Distortion for the gift. Grazing Poro said, ALT, we saw in your January in the recent Reddits. Oh, okay. Yes. ALT means Asian bars, tatas. That's not true.
I support this, by the way. I support
thank
this
you.
fully. This was perfectly healthy recommendations.
Thank you.
I approve. If it was something cringe, you know, I would have been on your ass. I would have made fun of you.
Thank you.
Like you should make fun of me for that as well. But
Thank you.
that was perfectly normal. Large Asian titties. Everybody appreciates.
Who
Gets
doesn't?
5 stars.
Honestly, if you don't have an interest in those topics, I think you need to ask yourself some questions, okay? Honestly.
Yeah.
Freddie heterosexual
You
male.
can call
so thank
me
you.
hyper-focused on these ALTs.
Thank you. David P. Burnell is in the house saying, I've gone this long not seeing this video. Thanks. Sorry, Dave.
By the way, we have in
Yes,
the
I got
Discord,
it.
we have a post from David Burnell. That's an insane account, by the way. I appreciate that account so much. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Every time on Twitter.
I got it.
It's Phil's dad. For people who don't know, this is Phil's father's account on Twitter.
This is Philip's
I
father.
appreciate the commitment. Like, you know, the commitment to the dedication to the bit. I respect that.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Amazing. David P. Burnell, legend. Aid Robertson in the house says, that being said, happy May burst, gents. Big ups, chat. You're a legend, Aid and Becca. Kaiser says, enjoying your new game, ALT. No, I didn't buy that game, actually. There's a game where there's someone like named Chew in there, but I did not buy it yet. Bob Oxley says, Linda started crab walking up the walls and Skeptic DSP deduced that he needs to bust her damn trolls. Don't get how hard his life is. Linda started crab walking up the walls and Skeptic DSP. Okay.
Is this like in The Exorcist?
Yeah, that's what I was
Exorcist
thinking, yeah.
The pasta maker said he had a cool Q&A last night from not feeling earthquakes because he's on a hill to never climbing a tree or be. Let's see the earthquakes thing. I didn't remember that one. I didn't hear that.
I didn't know. Also, by bounce house, do you mean bouncy castle? Because that's what we call them over here. Big inflatable.
Yeah, bouncy castle, bouncy house. Right, okay. Yeah.
I mean, never heard it called a bounce house.
If you've ever been to a birthday party in your entire life in America, you've been in a bouncy house. That is a fact. A fact. Okay? That's not me making something up. If you have been to a birthday party of any sort, you have been in one. So that's very telling. He's never been invited to any party of any kind.
Legos or not.
Okay. Here's the earthquake part.
No, I've never seen a mosquito coil in my life. I'm pretty sure that's pretty outdated technology, Revilo. He's talking about from LA Noir.
Good question.
Do we get earthquakes? Supposedly we do. I've been told several times that since I lived here, there's been earthquakes. I've never felt one. And it could simply be because I have attached neighbors, and sometimes the house shakes just from them doing stuff. Or even cars.
His wife is causing them.
Inside my house, the house shakes. So maybe I just think
he's like swaying back and forth all the time. Of course, he's not gonna feel it because he's synced up with the motions of the earth.
Yeah,
so anytime there's an earthquake, he just completely like in the rhythm.
What's that thing that has the thing on the wire that senses an earthquake? You know, he's like on that time already. So it's kind of
thing.
Yeah. It's
from them doing stuff, or even cars outside my house. The house shakes. So maybe I just think it's the neighbor is making noise or someone's outside in a car, and I just haven't noticed. It also could be I'm at a very high elevation. Dude. I live at the top of a more elevated part of the state. Therefore, maybe the earthquakes are affecting the lower areas and not where I am. I don't know. But I've never been conscious of one.
Yeah. High areas never get affected by earthquakes. Definitely. It's only a lower area thing. What? Cool.
How did you like pass geography?
It only affects the lower areas.
What the fuck?
How do you come up with that conclusion? Anyway, big ups, Zane. I'll give you the cat recalling later. Big ups, Zane, for the 5 gifts. You're a legend. Getting us to our goal of Steve of the Attenborough coming at us later here. Working towards it.
Massive shout out, by the way, Aid and Becca. They've been supporting us since like day one.
I think legitimately the first stream we ever did, they were there. I really think so. I can remember a few people that were there for the first time, but I don't start naming people because I'll miss people. But like that would legitimately. Big ups to Iwamoto. It says hyperfixating on his gambling addiction, guys. Stop it. Okay, we'll stop. Another 1,000 spent on WWE Champions, by the way, last week. 1,100 or something. So, well, that's just normal. So
allegedly, we have to say this for legal purposes.
Yes, allegedly. Joe Dub.
We're all right. He's not won the lottery, so he can't afford it.
Oh yeah, not yet.
Yeah, we're fine.
Joe Dub says, I didn't overpour my seltzer water. It was mismanufactured. And that is a classic moment where the water was mismanufactured at the factory. He did not spill it. It was their fault. Alex Feature says, this is a donation full of meaning. Steve, can you do the salute, please? Alex Feature's asking for the salute. There we go. Mr. Biggle says, is Phil usually off on Thursday or is it May 1st? Well, it is May 1st, currently. But there is a little bit of a story there, Mr. Biggles, where he's trying to, some people are theorizing, he's trying to go back to see his sick parents who are on their last legs by his own admission. In the DMs he leaked. So now he's trying to go there for the next 2 days, but who knows? Jordan Fadeaway said, you guys see Kanye West had an the camera's on moment on live stream talking about cuck stuff with Sneeko? Did you see this, Meerkat? I did.
I did. Yeah. But the camera is on, like, that part, I don't understand what reference that is to. Because I think I watched the latest Kanye crash out, like, yesterday or something, but it all just kind of blends in together into one big Kanye slop.
He said,
but I think it's go ahead.
They said, like, it's for the rush. It's like they were talking about, like, when other people are doing things with their wife sexually. He said, yeah, it's a rush, man, right? Yeah. You're outside the door. That's what they said. I'm just telling you what they said.
Cucks.
Yeah, they talked about why it's
admitting
cool.
How,
Yeah. They were saying why it's
that's
cool.
Apparently the name of Kanye's new album is just simply Cuck. And it has a song on it that's called, what was it?
Live the life of the cuck.
Let me pull it up.
100%. But anyways, that's what they were talking about. So they were like bonding over the fact that they do enjoy that. So there you go. Take that with, that what you will.
So track number 2 is called Hitler, Kanye, and Jesus. So that's going to be a fun song.
That's pretty fun.
Track number 8 is called Heil Hitler.
Well.
Excellent.
So he doesn't get enough. He's not in enough songs, I think. I always felt that, Hitler.
Yeah. He needs more recognition. He needs his name out there. He's an up-and-coming artist.
Spent a lot of time in obscurity,
Yeah, I think more people can learn about him.
I like his visual arts. He's been a painter, you know?
He also
made
loved
about
animals.
6 million paintings.
Oh, he loved animals.
That's an interesting number.
Boat Knight says, was Philip a real boy or did Geppetto make him? I mean, maybe he was made at the age. Oh, now we got a drink of our energy drink. We're finished up now. Repowering. Bob Huxley says Bubble Boy 2001. There you go. That's a good reference. We're up. We're up. Now, I've seen some people theorize that this is a no pants situation. Okay.
I love the extent to which people dig into this and speculate about stuff, because sometimes it turns out that it's true. And those are my favorite moments.
If you look on the bottom left, sirs, good sirs, there is a color there that could be seen as skin color. I will let you decide for yourselves what that is. Is this a no pants situation or not? You can come up with that yourself.
That's his arm going around his belly. Yes, me.
It could be. I did find one other funny one before we get into the game here. This is fun. This is a funny, silly fun. This is an 8-year-old video.
Come to San Diego, there's so much to see. From the sparkling waters of Mission Bay to the warm tortillas of Old Town. And after a day of sightseeing, why not try spanking it in one of our charming city streets? San Diego, come, take a load off. Jagging it, jack. Spanking it, smacking it, smack. Whacking it, whack. Spanking it, jerking it, smacking it, smack.
You get the point. Also got dropped. Oh, this is 8-bit Eric posted a reimagining, let's say. So here, this is a quick one here. He added a funny twist to it, though. That's why I wanted to show it. He did his version. And he's going to get something here. He's adding a belt to the procedure here. Tightening the belt. All right. So that's pretty cool. A cool interpretation. I think he does actually die on this one. Oh, there, he's squirting.
Oh, yeah. We got
some. Oh, wow. Something's coming out. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's some cream, hand cream or something. And there we go. Shout outs there. We have...
We've all done one, haven't we? I've done one.
I think we've all spoofed it
at some point.
Forms.
Yeah.
I think last year we started off an episode by pretending that all
doing
of us
it.
were
Yeah.
I think
this relevant DSP in the wild.
Okay. No one's dead. That's Marty.
No one's dead, but I'll tell you what happened. I'm embarrassed, but I'll tell you what happened after.
Were you jacking it again mid-recording?
No.
Dark side, Phil. Come on.
Dark side, no.
There we go. Z-Royal Viking, 798,000 subscribers there. Let's see Drama Alert from that day. I thought it'd be interesting. Here we
go. Also in the news today, a stream on YouTube got a little X-rated. Dark Side Phil, a YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers, was streaming on...
That's not true. I mean, you can see the number there, Keem. Come on.
Yeah.
Do a little research, Keem. Come on.
YouTube, and he had text on his stream saying the stream will be starting shortly. Please stand by. But here's the problem.
Uh-oh.
Phil didn't realize that his camera was on, and he he fucking masturbated, like, on a stream. He, like, beat his dick. He, like, fucking whacked it, like, fucking spanked it, like, right in front of... And now for our final story.
That was it. There you go.
Right. Okay. Now, this is one of those like sliding doors moments in history because we know that Keem reached out to Phil to say, hey, this thing is going, do you want to be on Drama Alert? Make a comment.
Yep.
See that 1.471 million subscriber counter down there?
Yep.
Phil could have appealed to those people by pleading his case properly or by, like saying, yep, I did it, totally stupid thing, but, who amongst us doesn't, could have played it off properly, accepted it, rolled with it, and then who knows, maybe convince some of that 1.471 million potential audience to come over and check your streams out. Nope, they do that.
Now, he did say he would go on the show. I do remember him saying, but it was after the fact, I think. Like a few days later, he did say, I can't remember exactly. Let me try to search it. Because he did say,
I'm pretty sure at that moment, during that, because he wasn't he? He was like, I'm scratching my leg and then banning anybody who said immediate.
He definitely
so at that
said
point,
that
we're in
at
lockdown.
first. Yeah. I can't remember. I
If
think a few
there's-
days later, he did change his mind and say, yeah, I'll come on the show and talk about it. But kind of the moment
Well, now he's
passed
had
at that
time
point.
to think. That's
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
had time then to come up with his
but
excuse.
that's the thing. If there's anything I've learned about the internet is, especially nowadays, if you have the chance to pop off and get a bunch of attention on yourself, you take it. It doesn't matter if it makes you look good, look bad. The algorithm doesn't care. Take the opportunity. It's bound to happen that some of those people that see you are going to like you.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a very small amount, you're going to get something out of it. So just take the opportunity.
I did find it. Here we go. So that very same day, actually, I am incorrect. He did say, I've made 40K vids on YouTube. Today was the most hilarious one, and it certainly wasn't intentional. Oops, stupid Cam. Keemstar, if you
Tagging.
actually want to talk about it, we can DM. Just followed you here. And that was from the first interaction with Keemstar there. But the next interaction with Keemstar, actually, the very next interaction with Keemstar would take place in 2021, which is this video here.
Dear Keemstar,
Oh, no.
the fact you responded to punch down on internet nobody proves what I said about you rings true and struck a nerve. Or you would have ignored it. Your wealth has had no impact on your well-founded insecurities. Do humanity a real favor. Stay gone.
Real cool, man. You got him. Okay, let's put this back. Big ups to J. Casey Jones that only had the wild roaming trees, none of them domesticated declawed trees. No secure trees. Big ups to Sean Robert who said DSP is the bubble boy minus the bubble. There we go. Big up Sean Robert.
Oh god, he's gone to get like a sock or something.
Yeah.
He's putting it on now.
Oh god, I think he's putting on his pants now. Hang on, he's come back. Hang on. We're finished. Now we're coming back. Here we go. We're coming. Oh, we gotta push play. Here we go. Coming back on stream. Here we go. Coming back. Woof. I think it's got a controller.
Toilet roll, maybe.
First,
gotta get someone to catch
I
it.
think it's the phone. The phone.
Through the pictures of Panda.
Look at that quick look at the phone. Look at it. Look at that hair, by the way.
Drink quick.
Yeah, no, he's pulling right now. Oh my god. Look
He's
at the
pulling.
hair.
He's got supercard. That's what it is.
Yeah. Supercard pull.
Really
Look at
getting
the
in the
hair.
mood.
Oh, here we go. And then this is obviously the famous. Let's play it one time today.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Look how long it is.
Now the camera's wait a minute. Everything's locked up.
Now he turns
I
it
don't know
off.
what's going on. I don't know what is going on. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Keep the camera off. Typing feverishly. Still typing
that's me, sorry.
feverishly. Oh, that was you? Okay.
Ah, okay, people are responding now.
Okay.
All right, the stream is working. Good. Hello, Phil, in my bed head.
My
Anything
bed
else?
head.
Yeah. Well, that's bedhead. Let me tell you. That's some serious bedhead. Okay, that's the whole video there. We'll restart it with no sound. Big ups to Infidel Castro said, the intended message went hard, but YouTube cucked me. You couldn't say the real message. Big ups to Infidel Castro. Nibbity says, hasn't had one adventure, but still has a bad back somehow. Yep. So how do you not have fun at least before you get your bad back, right?
Yeah.
Eric Newton says, do you think he needs water wings to eat soup like Peter Griffin on Family Guy, or does he start drowning in the soup despite it? I'm
Doesn't
not sure
have
he can
soup.
swim.
That's poor food.
Yeah, it's annoying. Come on,
Billy
who's doing
DoorDash
that?
is the finest meats.
What else did I want to show you here? Oh, this is kind of funny. Here, listen to this. This is a video from Be Awesome One. Found this video from the time. It was very funny.
On the 1st of May 2016, YouTube user
Oh,
DSP Gaming
great day
was
under eight.
streaming on
Shout
YouTube,
out.
right? Just streaming some gameplay. However, instead of the gameplay, he accidentally ended up streaming himself jerking off live for the whole world to see on YouTube because he accidentally left his camera on. People wonder why I don't use a camera now stream. Listen, you fat, disgusting, rocking a goatee in 2016. Got a facial expression like you're doing your taxes.
It's lotion tax deductible.
Middle-aged retard. What on earth is wrong with you, mate? And he only realised that he was broadcasting all of this after he came.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? Yes, it has, you pervert. There are not a lot of YouTubers who have jerked off on camera before, right? But you're now one of them. As if you streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch wasn't embarrassing enough.
Oh, okay. Twitch joke there. Interesting Twitch joke. One more reference to 17 seconds here. Very funny thing someone made back then at the time. This is uploaded on May 19th of 2016.
What do you think you're doing, Snake? You don't have enough to keep you busy? Try to remember the mission if you can.
Amazing. Such talents. What legends.
We have another one on the Discord that I tagged you in.
Okay, I
It's
got
from
it.
Twitter. And there's a very interesting post that somebody made.
Interesting.
Which goes as follows.
Okay, let's do this one
So
first.
they asked the question to the
Yes.
Twitter community that
Please.
they said, what do streamers do on their starting soon screen? And why up for like 15 minutes? I know I'm pretty much ready when I hit live using the 5-ish minutes for Twitch to connect and grab water or a pet cat. They asked
Yes.
this question, what do people do on the starting soon screen?
Yes.
And this was my favorite answer.
102.6K views. This was on April 28th of last month, and that's probably the most. Let's see, that has to be the biggest response. And look at all of that. Let's start the scroll. Here we go. Hold time, huh?
I love it when a Twitter post gets overtaken by DSP stuff.
Yep.
And most people don't understand why, but I do.
Sensitive warning. Uh-oh, should I try it? It's DSP, I know.
No.
No! You gotta slap one out before going live. No, it's not.
I was expecting worse.
Yeah.
There we go.
Big Us Bill Brasky says, going to CT to get more toys for his background. That could be.
I know what would be great here was a Spider-Man figure that I had as a kid. I'm going to fly home to get it because I'm pretty sure it's still in a box somewhere.
Big ups David P. Burnell says, thanks, Steve. I'll call off the lawyers. Big ups David P.
thank
Burnell.
you.
What a legend. Warren says, I wonder if he begged as a child. Well, he begged for toys. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. Proven. Please. He definitely did. Ice Yamamoto says, sadly, my earliest memory is 5 years old, my great-grandma's funeral, and still memory clear to this day. Big ups to Ice Yamamoto. So, I mean, That's a big memory, right? That makes sense. You'll remember that when I see a moto.
Yeah, traumatic memories tend to be recalled.
You know?
So
Not things like riding your He-Man tricycle, whatever the fuck it was. Movie science.
Bro, I can't believe he didn't get punched off that and have it stolen.
How do you know he didn't? That's why he doesn't have why he never learned to ride a bike.
To be honest, it's also a little bit too gay for somebody to steal. Let's be honest. It's a very silly looking tricycle.
What, you don't
I
have
wouldn't
this?
want to have that.
Yes, you do, Meerkat. This is you. Come
And
on.
that color scheme was cool in the 80s,
Come on, look at this.
I mean, all right, if I'm
pedal
like
power.
5 years old, all right.
Yeah, come on. That's pretty cool.
I pull up in this with a tracksuit on.
Now what? Now what? Happy movie
Everybody's
sign says,
running away.
Happy birthday, Big Us Movie Sign. Ikiro says, you can't have bouncy castles in his neighborhood, dude. There were urbans around. It would have been stolen. Now that's what he would tell you, right? But all kinds of children love bouncy castles, promise you.
His dad was the sheriff, though, so no one would fuck around.
Jasper the Cat says, happy birthday. Big ups, Jasper the Cat. Tom Edwards says, Phil confuses childhood with Stand By Me movie. Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Everything is a movie. Every single thing in his life is a movie.
Yeah.
We learned everything, how you're supposed to be a kid from a movie. So you're right on that. He uses his
And
wife.
also,
Oh, go ahead.
like how you're supposed to be an adult as well. Because
Yes.
I originally thought he learned all this stuff of like what the adult person looks like from his parents or like Catholic school, but now I think he just learned it from movies.
Dude,
With like a
it's big.
checklist.
It's big. Do you remember the Tom Hanks one where he like wishes that he could be an adult and like he's like 14 or 15 or something, wishes he could be an adult and then wakes up as an adult. And it's that. He's like that child in this adult body.
He uses his wife as a
fucking keyboard.
He uses his wife as a human shield. Says Linda went on a date with her son on 9/11. Freaky. That.
Yes.
Yeah, he did go on a date. Yeah. Mechanic Drew.
Do you remember the movie review? Do you remember the movie review?
Yep.
When he
movie
said like
was
his.
it,
I think it wasn't Bend It Like Beckham. I'm trying to remember which ones he reviewed.
Yeah.
He said his mum got drunk and fell asleep.
Yes, his mom got drunk and fell asleep at the movie. Yes, so I mean, there's something going on with that parenting style. Let's just say. And who knows if it's even true though, because he might be trying to be funny too. You know, I always wonder about that. You know, but he did say his mom got drunk and fell asleep in his movie reviews. Finding Nemo, big ups everybody. Finding Nemo is the one. So, anyways, Mechanic Drew says highest elevation in Renton is 85 above sea level. Oh, massive! Look at that mountain. He's living on fucking Mount Everest then. Huge. Swaggy Davis Jr. says, since they live uphill, Cat never felt any quaking in other places. Big ups, gents. You're all looking like a dessert. Thank you so much, Swaggy Davis Jr. for that. Okay. I think it is time for game time. Did I play that yet? Yes, I did. So it is time for your favorite game and mine. Let me get the music ready. There we go.
Yeah, you didn't play the music when we did the Fill in the Wild. Yeah, what was that?
I know, because I will in a second. I forgot it, but I'll play that in a second. Here we go. Game time. Let's go. You know what time it is.
Oh yeah, I love
Okay, so this time it's themed for being quotes from Philip about masturbating. That is the theme.
No way.
Now remember the game.
How'd you even find these?
Oh, it's very difficult. Let me tell you. I found 5
You
total
sound-
references.
You sound a little bit hyperfixated, if I might say.
Yes. So the game is, just for those that don't know, I'm going to ask each of these gentlemen to name what year a clip is from. However many years they are wrong, this guy goes up the hill. Okay, and the goal is to survive the whole thing without saying before playing all the videos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos ready for us, and I have 2 bonus ones if I fuck anything up. So here we go. I'm going to start with an easy one.
Oh, we're fucked.
Well, I mean, how many do you think is fair? 5 videos? 4? I couldn't tell. What do you think is a good number?
No, go for a ball. Go for a ball.
Okay.
If
we go.
2 people compete, we should have the equal amount of attempts, I guess.
How about you guys can talk about it? I think it's fine too. I think maybe you could do team effort. I guess, but I'll start with
You know
very
what?
easy one.
That sounds good. We actually get.
You guys are a
better.
team.
That's
We'll do
much
5
better.
videos.
Yeah.
Team. Here we go. So the first one starts with this.
Last guy right here.
Do you know there's like a guy in our group right now who's like streaming this whole thing. He's sort of like semi-famous.
Oh, yeah, I think that's Surfside Phil. He was the guy that got caught for masturbating in front of children. Yeah, that's
so
so
in front of children.
He was caught masturbating. I think he's like 35 years old.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he was masturbating in front of children
That's
on
right.
a YouTube live stream. Hilarious. He's like he's a pervert or something. I think he's a
That's right, I'm
pervert
a
or
huge
something.
pervert, guys. That's all I do. I just masturbate constantly in front of children. You're absolutely right. That's
You
what I'm
got
known
caught.
for.
You got exposed for doing that.
I got completely exposed. Absolutely.
Yeah, you did. You didn't even know the camera was on.
You know every inch of my dick
Are
and
you
balls.
the guy?
Right? You know
Are
every
you the
inch of
guy?
my dick and balls.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one that got caught?
All right, classic trip. Classic clip. I will stop it there, though. Okay, gentlemen, what year was that clip from?
At least 2014, because he's in the new condo.
Yes.
Well,
So
at,
we got
at least 2016 because he's done it.
Yeah,
they're referencing it. So
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, good point.
I think that was like one of the first like public like reactions to it, wasn't it? One of the first things that we got out of him because of it. So fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. I would think a 2016 if we can agree on a 2016. I would be good with that. I think it
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I think it was later on in the year. Yeah, it's quite early on. So yeah.
Stop it there. There we go. It is 2017. 2000.
All right.
1 year
still good.
later, 2017, May 27th, 2017. Okay, next up. You only lost 1 year there. Next up, here we go. Minecraft time.
Hey there, Sour Patchy Cheers, do you consider me a naff? No, Sour Patchy, why would I say that? You're not here just to talk shit constantly and make me look bad. See, listen, there's a difference between someone who's on stream and every once in a while they like to take a jab at me and I'm gonna stick it to Phil and we'll have a laugh every once in a while. That's different from someone who literally is just a disgusting human, you know? Like, perfect example, today, Twitch featured me in a tweet to help promote a bunch of streamers, and I was the first one that they had there to promote. So what do those people who hate my guts do? They post up every negative meme about me that's slanderous and false. That's the guy who masturbated in front of children. That's the guy who scams his viewers on a daily basis. That's the guy who's a pedophile. That's the guy who did this and that. And you were gonna have him on your featured on your fucking Twitter. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, but it's all false. Like, everything you said is false. Every single thing they said was completely false, but that's what I mean. That's what they do. They're nuts. They're that insanely against me that they'll just make shit up and or just repeat the same tired ass fucking meme.
Not everything was false there,
Just
brother.
fucking press triangle to move it into your inventory. Fuck!
That are negative and slanderous that everyone knows.
He's the least efficient Minecraft player on fucking Earth. It's so triggering when he plays Minecraft. He does everything like click, drag it down, inventory.
They're false, but we're trying to promote someone new.
He's like, okay, I'm not gonna go on a tangent.
It's okay. Okay.
I was gonna rant about he's like the
Yes, please.
worst type of person to play a game like this. 'Cause
Yes,
he's
it's
got
true, though.
no sense of curiosity or wonder or anything. He's just trash.
There's
Anyway,
no
I'm not gonna get
creativity. Yeah.
Okay. Guests, gentlemen, you guys are a team now. What was the year of that rant?
Oh, dude.
It's got to be
Old
later.
background.
Oh, I'll bring it up here. You can see it. This is old background, playing Minecraft. The leaderboard is above it. Ludwig World Order fan is the top cheer.
Wow.
Sub goal is
How
there.
many subs?
So we're still on Twitch.
Yeah.
That must be, I don't even know what year. I'm so bad at these. What do you think about it, Steve?
I'm thinking like 2018. It must be after now. I'm sort of feeling that they might be in sort of vaguely chronological order, but I don't know. But I feel like it's like his Minecraft playthrough felt like it took forever. But I'm pretty sure it was before the pandemic, so it's no later than 2020. But I think 2018.
2018, we're locking you down, boys.
19. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure people in the chat are saying this, but
They
for
are.
This,
Don't look.
to work. We can't look at it.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's not interesting.
Final answer, boys. 2018,
Oh, I don't know, dude.
2019, 2018, 2020.
19?
Steve,
Yeah, I'd go with 2018, me. But
here we go.
All right, let's go 2018.
Right there, 1 year, 2019. 2019. Good start, though. Good start.
Good.
I love moving the guy. Okay,
keeping
next
it
up.
low.
Next up. Here we go. He's showing you.
Okay.
He's showing you his size here. Okay.
Why am I telling you all
The
this
best
right now?
receipt was that long.
Purpose of this video. Here's the thing. At one point, I was infamous on the internet for This Is How You Don't Plays. Fair enough. Then I became infamous on the internet in 2016 for accidentally beating off on camera. Now, luckily, nothing was shown. There was absolutely nothing exposed to the internet. It was just me doing my O face. I went viral for it. I very rightfully went viral for it because it was insanely stupid, embarrassing, and it was a low time of my life where I was actually quite depressed, and it was a really stupid thing that happened. I have recovered from that.
It's Leanna's fault.
I'm not affected by it anymore. People make the joke. I'm like, whatever.
Right,
Here I am
right.
6 years later. I'm still able to make content. I still have a viewer base that cares about what I do.
Look at this
We've
color,
all moved
man.
on from that.
Okay,
but
you got it. You got the point. So we are in the white balance hell. And then I'll give you the title. I'll give you the title. Special announcement. I want to tell my side of the story. Interview opportunity. Info below. There you go. I'll read the rest of it. It's funny. Hold on 1 second. I'll read the video description. After countless years of abuse and open harassment on the internet, I've had enough. I want a chance to tell my side of the story when it comes to all the unsubstantiated allegations that are thrown against me on a daily basis. Please watch this video, 20 minutes by the way, for the full explanation. If you are serious about interviewing me about the subject matter at hand, please either contact me via one of the following: direct message, email, and please note, as stated in the video, this is not about money, nor am I seeking any active... Wait. As stated in the video, this is not about money, nor am I seeking any actively. It is about my chance to finally talk with an audience about everything that's thrown at me on a daily basis. There you go. That was his message.
This is not about money. It's only for attention.
Yes. Just attention,
So I can
guys.
get more money.
Yeah. So
there you go. Name the year.
Quote I used in one of my songs. That was one of the earlier songs. I don't know which one. Fuck it. So I'm thinking 2021, 2022. One of these two. Steve, what about you?
I'm thinking 2022 because he said, "Here I am 6 years later." So.
Yes. That's a good spot. Oh, you sniped that one.
Okay, I'm hitting it. Bingo, you got it. 2022.
Yeah, good one,
Nailed
Steve.
it.
Nice.
October 23rd.
Redeem myself.
2022. There you go. Big Ups Grazing Poro says this is like looking for fatal lags shots. Big Ups Grazing Poro. Warren says personally, I think it was a stage. It was not Warren. That is the biggest theory I've ever heard. There's no chance, buddy. Zero chance. Got him. The pomp.
Is that one of Leanna's Pokemon shirts?
Yeah, I think it might be his Miltank. Harleywood says, how do we know that Phil didn't actually get Tom Hanks big? Maybe everything we experience has been implanted in our brains by his gouty child wish. Ooh, I like that fan theory.
Telling you.
Meth Bear says, a Leicester man like grade A taking the piss out of Phil is apropos since they have to deal with poncy southern wankers. Steve, thoughts as a Brit?
Lester, man.
Yeah.
Lester.
Shout out to Lester and shout out to LP Switch.
There you
Everybody
go.
loves LP Switch.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love LP Switch?
Oh god, who was it? Me and Sam and King Jad need to get together and do the watch of that. One of them's not seen it, so
We got to get this is my dream meme competition we do is British people only do impressions of DSP with an American accent. That's what we gotta have.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's always funny. It's way funny. It's amazing. Ice Yamamoto says, we do know the size of his pena, pina, because of his leaked video of him waving it around deleted video. Now, there's a lot of talk about that video with the leaked video. I don't think that's him personally. That's some deep lore, though. I don't know how they got that video. It was uploaded to his channel, but I believe he said someone else uploaded it. I don't know what the deal is on that. That's a different video from my iPhone is one. I think it's a fake.
Well, at least we know his girth.
Yeah. His girth is 6.5 inches for the record. A lot of people are wondering. Okay, a lot of people are asking, what is that about? So there is a video that was uploaded to DSP Gaming. Allegedly, there's a picture of a video that said "video for my iPhone," where it's a guy that grabs his hog and kind of yanks on it for a second.
It's filmed that way.
But it's very much a video that looks like if I was going to embarrass DSP, I would make a video like this by grabbing my hog and yanking on it. And I don't know. And DSP said his account got hacked, I believe. What reason did he give Meerkat on that? I forget.
I have no idea. But yeah, I think he claimed that his account got hacked and someone uploaded a video of themselves grabbing their crotch.
Yeah. So
which is like, I mean, it's this information coming from Darkside Phil, so believe it if you want to.
I don't think it looks like him either, honestly. But we're not going to do a. Let me see if I can find it on. Anyone know what channel
I bet
it has?
Liana got onto his iPhone and did it as a girl.
I can't play the video, but video.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing special, really.
No, I can show a screenshot of it.
It's not worth it. Your disappointment will be immense.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, that's a different day. We'll talk about a different day. Anyways, here we go. Back to the game. What am I talking about? Back to the game. Here we go. Name the year. Here we go, guys. Hateful Truth.
Want you to do. So for example, to recharge your beam katana, it has batteries inside of it, and they want you to shake this like you're shaking a flashlight. You know how those rechargeable flashlights? Like you shake them like this, and they recharge themselves. They're self-power generating. And the pun in the game is that you're jerking off when you're doing it, because when he does it, he actually goes like this with his katana, like he's jerking off a dick. So it's supposed to be that motion. Well, guess what? I think I know that motion. I'm a guy, okay? I think most guys are pretty understanding of how that motion works. It doesn't work with this fucking thing, okay? You go like this, and nothing happens. And you're like, what's going on? And you see your energy bars going, it's supposed to be going, boing, 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 and recharging. Instead, it crawls slowly.
That's you. That's you.
What the fuck? This doesn't work. And there are many times in the game when the game wants you to not just do like side to side seems to work.
Okay, there you go, guys. That's enough for the context. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's talking about No More Heroes. I'm trying to remember when he played it, and I don't know when he played it. It's an early Wii game, and he must have played it later on the PlayStation. Fuck, I think it's obviously before 2014 because he's in Connecticut.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking like 2011, 2012 based on the Move controllers. I want to say 2011, but I'm not sure.
I would agree. I'm just sensing a 2011, 2012 vibe, and yeah,
Final
let's
answer?
go with 2011.
There's still plenty of beard and hairline, so
yeah,
hair is very
early
fluffy.
on.
All right, 2011 locked in.
Sure.
I'm not moving again. Bingo, right on it. 2011 Legends. 2011. Did this HD re-release of a Wii cult classic hit the mark, or did it sizzle out like a dud? Find out in this Hateful Truth game review. There we go.
Dude, I can't believe it. He has the same titles and descriptions as he does nowadays.
Yes.
It's not evolved like one bit.
No,
that's why the exclamation marks pissed me off. It's all from that. Like, I was watching some of the old Density Scroll stuff we did, and it's like he posts normally on the forums because he's not been into YouTube yet and had to write thousands of YouTube titles over the years. So, like, it's affected how he writes.
Big Up Moto says, imagine a game tells you you're bad at cranking it. That's what he kind of admitted. Like, I think I know the motion. I think I know the motion, guys. Mike says, don't forget interview came to him in a dream. Good point. The interview was an idea he got in a dream. What a brilliant idea. Okay, next up. This is...
I just want to address like one of the previous super chats. like no one can know if you're good or bad at cranking it unless you do it to somebody else.
Exactly.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you. Everyone develops their own methods, and they all must work for you, right? In the end, so figure that one out.
You ever
If you
play
want
like
any-
Mario Party on the Wii? There was a mini game where you had to shake the remote to make a can fizzy in them. But I was unbeatable at that game. I own that game. I was so good at that one mini game specifically.
If you want anyone to check your form, though, you can email to Meerkat. Okay, he'll check your form.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
TBSPODCAST@proton.me.
I will send you a 1-to-1 size replica, and you get to film yourself doing the thing, and then send me the video, and I will assess how well you do, and your technique, and your pace, and your foreplay, and everything. I'll make sure to cover all the bases.
You will be given a rating out of 6 stars.
Yeah, 6 stars. Okay. Next up, this is video number 4, by the way. You're only 2 away from winning. You guys are doing great so far. Here we go.
2 to 3 troll answers, and we're getting every round. The fat, lazy, man-child, narcissistic NBA dropout jerking off in front of... Sorry, couldn't read it.
The whole thing there. NBA dropout, jerking off in front of children, no friends, failing business, Phil was the correct answer.
About jerking off in front of... Sorry, couldn't read it. Couldn't read it. It was too long.
Why did he do this, by the way? Every boy band needs the cute one, the funny one, and Rambo.
Okay.
Oh, those are the answers. Okay. Mr. Papavera's there.
One.
There you go. The gout ring one.
The seal laughing jackass barely surviving on Patreon got 2 votes. The gouty one who dates girls who are 16.
Why did he
got
do this?
2 votes. I got 2 votes. And that was it. The long one got no fucking points at all.
Nailed it. Hope you had fun, Mr. Papavera. Anyways, okay. What year, guys? What year did this take place? The Use Your Words gameplay.
So this was Jackbox, and I remember when he was playing Jackbox, there was like a million references to Panda Lee. So he obviously was still with her. So I'm gonna say, 2016, 2017. I'm thinking more like 2017. I don't know why.
I think it's 2016 because I do remember the Jackbox bit, and I'm pretty sure I remember that because it's part of the DSP and Panda bit in Secret's top 10 of 2016.
All right, yeah.
So I think it's 2016, yeah.
And at this point, I think as long as it's one of those two, we're safe. Because yeah, we're doing well. So yeah, let's go 2016.
Stopping right there. There we go. That was 2017. 2017 was the year on that.
Still good.
This is when I think we're in peak like Panda Left time.
Yeah.
This is May 28th.
No, this got a load of references to The Ring as well. Do you remember
The Ring?
the post?
Yes, she
the fake
brought it up.
engagement.
Yes,
There goes a lot
you're
in
right.
that, so I think they're still together here.
Yep, you are right. The post one, yeah, okay. All right, we have. I think you guys just won, by the way, but I have 2 more videos, so you want to go for the challenge round? We might as well, right? Let's go for the challenge.
Double or nothing.
What do we get actually?
We
get Brain Bar.
I'll send you a video of myself, Mayburn.
We can put it up for members only. Finally, they're gonna get
Check
something.
it out later. Okay, here we go.
No closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Oh God,
And
this
he
is
only had
early.
a 4-inch cock. Poor guy. Even if you're the nicest guy on the planet, drop hazard. Yeah, you will not make it with only a 4-inch penis. Sorry.
Okay.
Personal experience here, Phil.
Dude, I know this. Listen, I'm having a Slumdog Millionaire moment.
Go ahead.
So, I recently played Alan Wake 2, and before that, I played Alan Wake 1, and I remember which year it came out, and if I'm correct, DSP played games when they came out, so this came out in 2010, and this video should be from 2010.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's early enough.
Yep.
Tell by the quality in his voice, so yeah, I'll go with 2010.
Bingo! go. Right on the money there.
Hey.
2010. Okay, last one for the day. You guys are definitely going to win now. Here's the last one I have ready for us here. I have to push play first before we see the... Okay, here we go. The video showed the answer there, so here we go. Okay, now we're ready. Name the year. Go.
Slightly to the left. Dick is bent. It's hard to piss in the toilet, yeah. Late at night when I'm stroking my cock and this black guy is murdering this white guy. I look in your eye and then I blow my load into it, yes.
What?
Let's hear that one more time. Hold on, one more time. Sorry.
And then I blow my load into it. Yes.
You look into my eye, and then I blow my load into it.
Dick is bad.
Into your eye.
To the left. My dick is bent. It's hard to pee in the toilet. One day you'll see how far to the left my dick can be. My dick gave her a heart attack, I said
now. You get the point. You get the point. Okay. Name the year, boys. This is a hard one.
Yeah. This is that Make My Music video thing for the Sega CD, but I'm trying to remember when he got it because he did a bunch of them. He did this, and there was another one, and then there was a couple of like the games. Like there was a fighting one, and he did
basketball
like a thing.
one. I think he did a basketball one too, or something. That was on the April Fools, I thought, but yeah.
I think that was like early on, like maybe 2012, I think.
Okay.
I would agree. I know nothing about this series of games or when he played it, but it's not direct capture. So 2009, 10, 11, 12, all of these, even if we guess it wrong, we still
win.
Winning.
So, final answer, Steve?
Yeah.
2000 and
12, I think.
All right, let's go 2012.
Not moving at all. You guys rock, Jesus. Damn. You guys crushed it.
1% moment, that.
I think next time, you guys are good enough where you know visual next time. I think we got to step it up. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Audio only when we do this again. But there we go, crushing it. This is from 2012. The fans have spoken. DSP counts down the top 10 fan-voted funniest moments of 2012, as well as his 10 of his personal faves that didn't make the cut. So there we go. That is it.
By the way,
yes.
If we have some spare time left, we just received a mail on the email. Shout out to Chud Goo, who has made a video about all the things that DSP hasn't done. That's called Dark Side Phil, A Life Unlived. And I remember at some point I watched this video and it was amazing. So if we can close up with that, that would be awesome.
Let's do it. Good thumbnail. All right, here we go. Go.
No, I've never been to the National Space Museum. I've never skipped stones in real life. Nope. No, I've never shot a gun in real life before.
I've never skipped stones.
How? How?
That is it's in our as a human. We are born with the desire when we see water to throw things into it. Absolutely. And to then throw rocks to make it happen. What?
Exactly. It's a fundamentally male thing to take an object and throw it into a body of water. That's just how we are designed.
It's satisfying on a primal level, yeah. Dude, have you seen like the world record for the number of skims? It's fucking immense.
Yeah. Oh my God. Never thrown rocks. Okay, let's keep going. We are only 13 seconds in. Mine's already blown. God damn.
I've never had any inkling or any feelings towards that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that either. Just I'm a very straight guy.
No, I've
never used my
I'm so far heterosexual, guys. I'm so far. Oh my God. I'm so heterosexual, I flip the other way around 2 times, and then I'm so, yeah, definitely. I love boobs, by the way. Love vagina. Love it.
My sauce for pizza at all. No, I've never been arrested and booked before. No, it's never happened. No, I've never played a room escape game. No, I've never tried frog's legs before. And no, I've never dropped acid. No, I have never paid outright for a Twitch subscription. No, I've never played Angry Birds at all, not once. Have you ever been to Compton, California? No, I have not. No, I've never 420 blazed it. No, I've never played golf. Have I ever been to the abandoned asylum in East Connecticut? No, I have never been there. No, I have never eaten snake. No, I have never watched a version of a movie that has the outtakes in it. I've never even heard of it. No, I've never played...
That sounds like a Jonathan question, but it's not. Have you ever seen a movie with the outtakes left in it?
Watched a version of a movie that has the outtakes in it. I've never even heard of that. No, I've never played RuneScape. No, I've never had quinoa. No, I cannot ride a bike in real life.
Quinoa! That's quinoa! Quinoa! I've never had quinoa.
Oh,
dude, it's quinoa. What else could it be? Quinoa. I've never had quinoa. Is it quinoa? That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah,
it has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. Quinoa.
How the fuck am I going to fit this?
Shout outs to quinoa.
No, I've never had...
Oh, yeah, guys. Fuck, I forgot to bring it up. I definitely left a note, but I forgot it. I don't know if you know this, guys, but Philip uses the word dialed in to mean phoned in. So he says things like, yeah, Bethesda dialed in this game. That is 1,000% not what that means. It means phoned in. But he says dialed in instead. I don't have an example. I'll show you Sunday.
There was another one.
Yeah, it's very funny. He said it like 10 times, by the way. I searched Pig Go. It's just normal for him to say dialed in the whole time. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, no. We got your wish is my command.
As well. Yes. Yeah. That's correct, though, isn't it? Your wish is my command. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry, wrong one.
Yeah, here's the video.
Your wish is my demand. Sorry.
There we go. Now that's funny. Your wish is my demand.
Real life? No, I've never ridden skate. No, I've never had quinoa. No, I cannot ride a bike in real life. No, I've never ridden a bike to work. I've already told stories about... No, I've never ridden on a motorcycle, reflecting. Never. No, I've never
ridden a motorcycle?
Never ridden on a motorcycle in my life. No, I have not. I have never been to a vacation
he doesn't know
house.
how to ride a bike.
I mean, you could ride on somebody else's one. I've taken rides before.
I have not. I have never had any kind of a bean paste tree. I have never owned that t-shirt at all. I have never heard of a crank flashlight in my entire life before. I have never touched a snake in real life, no.
A crank flashlight?
I have never had locks on a bagel. Have you watched Eastbound and Down? Kenny Powers kind of looks like you with a mullet. I have never seen it whatsoever. I have never had any tacos from Trader Joe's. I have never hitchhiked. No,
that was a Derek reference there.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick. Vike sent the dialed in thing. Listen to this.
You weren't there, you didn't give the full effort, you basically did it half-assed.
Yeah.
So when I say a game seems like it's phoned in or dialed in, it means the game developers seem to do it half-assed.
That is incorrect. It is not dialed in ever. It is phoned in, but okay.
Never once sold my autograph, nor will I. I have never once denied someone a handshake, a photograph, or an autograph. Not one. I have never had German food. I have never knit a single thing, so I don't know. I have never been stung by a bee in my life. I have never had a bird. No, I have not. I never had a bird as a pet.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
I've never actively used Reddit for anything. Not once.
Yes, he has actively used Reddit for 3 comments. Yeah. I found,
I have never seen anything from Smosh. Not a single piece of content. I've never
were
slept
those
in a bunk bed.
comments on posts that made fun of him for begging?
Yes, that was the live stream fails thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
When it was, guys, the gifted memberships were turned on for the first time ever, and people did a lot of them. He said, guys, that's great. However, I need some tips. That's what, and then it was on live stream fails or whatever. And he said that.
Yeah, I remember there was like on a subreddit called, I think, Choosing Beggars.
Choosy Beggars,
to the post.
He replied to the post saying like, "Oh, all you guys give me is more views."
Yeah. You guys will help the algorithm for me or something like that. It was like coping. Big ups Tricorder Transmissions. Let me know if you didn't get the link. I put it in chat, but here we go.
In my life, I have never had singing lessons. No, that has never happened. I have never cheated on a significant other in my entire life. I have never used a single feature of the
Not by choice.
X.
Not by choice, brother.
I've never once in my life played a Harry Potter game. I have never seen Paranoia Agent. No, I've never heard of it, actually. I have never tried a Scooby Snack. I have never seen Doody streams ever in my life.
Oh, God, that's the biggest lie there. That's the biggest lie yet.
We're already at Doody, so you've definitely seen.
He's Doody's biggest fan.
I've never seen either of those. You Take the Kids or Lenny. I've never seen either show. I have never played a Shantae game. I have never had anchovies at all. I've never had anchovies in anything. I don't think I've ever tasted an anchovy. I've never had lentil soup. I have never played Saints Row 1 ever. I have never played for the internet before, ever. I have never seen a Pumpkinhead movie. I have never played Zelda 2 at all. Collard greens. Which
Never played for the internet.
I don't know what that means.
Never tried before. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they taste like. I have never had head cheese. No. I have never had...
I've never had head cheese. Whoever got the answer to that, legend. I've never had head cheese.
I had a Mexican-style burger with salsa, sauce, pico de gallo, guacamole, and chips on a burger patty. I have never...
Oh, my God, guys. Holy shit. God damn.
Before. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they taste like. I have never had head cheese. No. I have never had a Mexican-style burger with salsa, sauce, pico de gallo, guacamole, and chips on a burger patty. I have never had...
Is that the longest
McDonald's thing?
We got to do a new contest. Who can get the answer to the longest thing and said, no, I have never, blah, 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 before? Have you ever
No,
had
because you need to do more than $2 for that, remember?
Yeah, true.
I've had tuna in sushi. I have never had it in a sandwich.
Tuna sandwich? Oh, okay.
Never had a tuna butty.
I guess.
This before. I have never watched This Is How You Don't Play in Full. Never seen a Kurosawa movie. I have never used Siri for anything. I have never made...
Movie buff Philip. He only watches mainstream.
Before. Never seen a Kurosawa movie. I have never used Siri for anything. I have never made lasagna before. Personally, I have never...
You're Italian!
He makes sauce. Why not?
I have never had passion fruit or pomegranate. I have never seen an Angry Joe review from start to finish. I have never played Armored Core. I have never had mochi. I have never heard of either place. Mancinos and Bellacinos?
Mochi.
Never heard of it. I have never had a chitlin before. I have never had a pizza taco. No.
I've never had a chitlin.
I have never eaten pork cheek before. But I have never had hummus on that level. Okay? I've never had Filipino food ever before. I have never seen Dark Side of the Moon. I have never been part of a team. I have never been part of a major corporate effort or anything. I never got promoted anywhere. I've never...
Okay, Scopely?
What was your helicopter?
I said Scopely. Sikorsky much? What happened there? What happened there?
Even the banks. When he worked at, like...
Yeah.
Whatever bank it was.
Yeah. It's funny that I never had a chitlin. That's plural. You don't have one single chitlin.
Yeah, it's chitlins. Yeah.
Chitlin.
Major corporate.
We've seen that as well, haven't we? Do you remember when he was talking to Bunker and he was like, I sometimes have a fry.
Yeah.
I have a vegetable like a carrot.
I have a fry.
Or anything. I never got promoted anywhere. I have never once in my life seen anything with Betty White. Seriously. I have never ever once been promoted. I have never developed real photos like that.
What a flex, by the way. Cool worker. Never been promoted anywhere ever.
I have never had a chair in my life that actually had me sitting the proper posture. I mean that. I have never had major sponsorship. I have never in my life had tofu. No. I have never bought anything from a scalper in my life. I have never tried baked bacon. I have never seen 4K gaming ever in my life. I've never ever played a Bomberman game. Have I ever tried vaping? I have never tried vaping, nor do I ever want to. I have never gotten into trouble.
This guy's never done anything.
On YouTube, I have never experienced anything supernatural at all. Queens, I have never seen a single episode of King of Queens. I have never tried that. I have never played a Ridge Racer game. This drawer is made...
Oh my God.
What? Oh, that's Daytona. I was going to say, he loves that fucking song. That's Daytona. I guess he has played that. But
Staples. I have never seen anything like this in my life before. Is made of staples. I have never tried that. I have never played a Ridge Racer game. This drawer
is made of staples. I have never seen anything like this in my life before. I've never noticed that ever. I have never actually played classic Super Mario. I have never once ever watched Monk. Have you ever shot a real gun? No, I have not. I have never actually had dim sum before. I have never had chili with noodles. I have never tried Maker's Mark. No, I have not. Have you seen any of The Mandalorian? No, I have never seen it. Nope. I have never been to summer camp. I have never played a Harry Potter game before, and I have never seen a single piece of content from Rooster Teeth. I have never had the Impossible Whopper ever before. I have never had it. I have never heard of it.
Look how happy he is.
I have never had.
Yeah, look at that. Suck it out, trolls.
2 plates.
Now what are you gonna do, trolls? Mr. Extravagant in the house says, I can't thank you all enough for the laughs today. Never needed it more after the week of DSP streams y'all experienced. Big ups to you, Mr. Extravagant. Almost done here.
Oh, that's during the best streak as well. Look.
Yeah. Best streak 150. You love this.
I have never had those. I have never heard of the Turtles. I have never made chili. No, I have never seen DBZ abridged. I have never given a game
guys,
a score.
Yeah?
I'm gonna have to drop now because
Okay.
I'm kind of divorce hours. But thanks everybody for stopping by.
Yep.
Big ups for watching. Thank you guys. Shout out to ALT for the game as always. We won. Big ups to you, Steve.
Yep.
for putting in the teamwork so we could
We won.
and whatever, and we won everything.
Those
So
young
thanks, everybody.
whippersnappers.
Hell yeah, dude.
See you
Okay,
Sunday,
I'll see you
man.
around, guys.
See you later.
All right, there's only one more minute left. Let's finish it out, though. Let's finish strong.
A minute?
Here. Yeah, it seems like this is the longest video of all time, but it's not. Let's go.
I've never been camping. No, I have not. I've been fishing, but never camping.
Never camping.
Never go scuba diving? No.
Never scuba diving.
No.
I mean,
never
all
been
right,
in a
you have to
helicopter.
learn.
But scuba diving, something. I mean, it's still like. Has he ever been like
Snorkeling?
Snorkeling is the way I throw. Yeah. Everyone's fucked around with that before.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
So no.
Oh, wait, never been in a helicopter? Yeah, remember he was too scared to go in a helicopter, even though he worked at Skorsky.
No. No. I've never been in a helicopter. So no. No, I've never climbed a tree. Skydiving is
There
fun
you
and
go.
safe. No.
He said it before, guys. It was not a new revelation there.
So no. No, I've never climbed a tree. Skydiving is fun and safe. No. No, I will never have Wendy's chili again. It's too disgusting. I have never had a chocolate-covered banana. No, I will never replay
Never had chocolate-covered banana.
a game ever in my life. When I was a kid, I did not like roller coasters that much. No, I will never be a Dr.
Oh, that's not surprising. Roller coasters would be scary for him.
Level. I will never go viral like that. No, I will never do a 24-hour marathon. No, I will never, ever turn on comments on my videos ever again. No, I will never talk to wings.
That's not true. That one didn't age well.
Never. No, I have not. I never dipped cornbread in milk before. No. I've never seen a fight in a Waffle House. No, I have not. So no, I have not ridden in a submarine. I've never been given that opportunity. No, I have not had cotton candy ice cream. No, I have not had a nose job.
Had a nose job. This is the finish. Big finish. There you go. Big ups, everybody. That was a very meaningful time. Here we go. For old time's sake, let's get to it right last time. The ceremonious right here. Big ups, everybody, for chilling. Hope you had a great year. We'll see you again next year, hopefully. May burst. What a celebration. Steve, any final words for the beautiful people out there today?
Thanks for joining us on this glorious day of celebration, and like every Brit out there is slowly boiling to death in this heat.
Big ups, everybody.
Fucking dying, mate.
I'll be on a tractor beam later. We'll see you on Sunday. You're legends. Thanks for chilling. Bye. Here it comes. Wait for the big finish, Steve. Hold on. Here we go. Right when the head goes back, we'll go to the ending. Here we go. We're working on it. Come on. Big finish. Finish strong, Philip. There we go. Go, 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 go. Go.
The football commentators.
Goal. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Bye bye.
Oh my God! Massive damage! Massive damage! He's got it!
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.